Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interest. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount. Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interest. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes can either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com.
Your breaker for tonight's show.
Oh my God.
Likes long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners in his Patrick Mahomes jersey.
None are better than this one, the best quarterback in the world.
Oh, there
Patrick
he is.
Mahomes.
And staring at the messy posters over his bed, it's
Kamen Entchev. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Kamen Entchev here with Brandon Combs. Back for another show. Really fun noon show. Pulled some great stuff. Drew Brees, this 2 authentic, the 305. Those are really good quarterbacks. Yeah. How about probably the best quarterback of all time for now? We can get into that later. But for now, the GOAT is Tom Brady. Yeah. That is out there in the vault. It's a new salute to service. It's got a beautiful looking lid on that Brady. That thing is nuts. That is the biggest headliner in the vault. But there is another Tua in there on a photo. There's a sick Edgerrin James alternate authentic. We got Eli Manning, the Brady Slayer himself. There's a really cool jersey in there. Jim Kelly and Josh Allen with the pass the torch on the jersey. So that series is brand new. Every single headliner out there. The jerseys are brand new. One headliner gone. It's the Randall Cunningham jersey. Everything else is left. The diamond helmets, for all the good stuff we've pulled, there's a lot of great stuff left. Like Bo Jackson on a salute to service speed flex, like John Elway, plenty more. Mini helmets have a lot of big names left, a lot of new names in the break room. Black and blue, Marino, Barry Sanders, CMC, Megatron. We can go on and on and on. A lot of great stuff in the room, Brandon. Cannot wait to get started. How are you doing on this Wednesday afternoon?
Doing fantastic, man. Lots of great stuff in the first show. Love the Drew Brees. Love that 305. To me, that's so unique. That's a great piece to have. I believe Chris Ripka took that one home.
And he got the Breeze also.
Yeah, and the Breeze.
The two best hits of the show were Chris Ripka.
Yeah.
Both with one spot, $87.
$87.
I think it might have been 174 in the double, but still,
yeah,
really good. 174. I mean, we're talking about these lids are worth, close to $1,000-ish range, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more, depending on where you go, but certainly a lot more than 174 or $87.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see that Brady come out, though, on that Salute to Service. That new Salute to Service, beautiful lids.
I like the new one better.
Yeah, I kind of do, too.
Yeah.
I do, too. I like the desert camo look. They've done a great job with their Salute to Service stuff. The NFL really has.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's gotten better each and every year. Like I loved the one the year before, and then they went from just the straight camo with the logo on it to the desert camo.
Yeah.
To now the forest camo to now the desert camo. I love what they're doing with the NFL Salute to Service stuff. I can't wait to see what they do in the future.
Yeah, a lot of fresh lids. This is numbered 305 because that is the Miami area code, Dallas Massey. And couldn't agree more with Travis Heimlich. Prayers for those at the Chiefs parade. There was unfortunately a shooting there, multiple people injured. It's a celebratory parade celebrating a Super Bowl. Why there's someone out there with a gun, I have no idea, but hopefully everybody stays safe out there. And hopefully everyone that did get wounded is okay. If there's any issues, any notes and news about that, let us know, guys.
So it was actually at the Union Station.
By the parade.
It was after the parade.
After the parade.
It was near the parade. It wasn't actually at the parade, but still, look. Anytime
still dangerous.
You have a mass shooting like that with 10 people injured. I mean, it's just, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Prayers to everybody involved in that for sure.
On a more happy note, let's get started with the breaks. I'm looking for 2 virtual dice, 6 or higher on our dice roll. Let's see here. We got 4 and a 1, that won't do. 2 and a 3, that won't do. 4 and a 6, 10 on the dice roll. How about that? My favorite number for our dice roll. So mark that here for you guys. 10 clicks. Hopefully a bunch of boxes today with a bunch of great stuff in the break room. Heading on over to the Wheel of Names. Let's see what the chase is for today's show here. We've got ourselves, looks like the black and blue. Now this black and blue is all authentic. There is some slight imperfections on some of these lids, but man, the names are so good. Yeah. Marino, Sanders, CMC, Tyreek Hill, Calvin Johnson, Terry Bradshaw, Brett Favre, Deion Sanders, Brian Dawkins, and Michael Irvin are the photoed headliners. So every one of those guys is either a quarterback, a running back, or a receiver, and they're all in the Hall of Fame, or they will be in the Hall of Fame. B-Dawk and Primetime, 2 defensive guys, but obviously Hall of Famers, no doubt. That is the chase to black and blue. We should get at least one of these done today, if not more, if you guys want a bonus shot at a wheel spin. Now, wheel spin has been hot. $99 in the early show.
Yeah.
Just giving out money to Daniel Kyler for the minis earlier today. So let's get the party started. Let me know, guys, what breaks you want to rock and roll with. There isn't a lot of good options. Specifically, I guess the mini helmets and the jerseys are 2 away each. So I'll do a quick top-to-bottom rundown, and we'll get into those minis and jerseys here momentarily. Those were the 2 hot breaks in the early show. Let's see what's going to be hot in this show. Diamond helmets, I know we pulled a bunch of headliners, but there's still a bunch of headliners left. That includes John Elway and the Flash Authentic, one of the best quarterbacks of all time, one of the most iconic finishes to a career, right? The knock on Elway was he could never win the big game. He could never win the big one. He was 0-3 in the Super Bowl. A lot of big losses in that stage, a lot of playoff losses. He wins 1. He could have retired after 1. Comes back, wins another one.
Yeah.
Rides off to the sunset with 2 Super Bowls, cementing himself as one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Bo Jackson, one of the best athletes ever. One of those ultimate what could have been careers. Had he not had the injuries. Some say that he could have been a Hall of Famer in football and baseball. I can tell you this. He was an all-star in both. Pro Bowl in the NFL, all-star in the MLB. Bo Jackson on that new Salute to Service Speed Flex Authentic. We got Donovan McNabb on the two-tone lid. It's got that little green on the bottom. Fantastic dual-threat quarterback, Mr. McNabb. Reggie Wayne, top 10 all-time in receiving yards. Julio Jones, number 2 all-time in receiving yards per game. And the Falcon Authentic is sweet. Those are just the photo headliners. There's a GK Metcalf, an Edgerrin James, and a DeAndre Swift as secondary headliners in here as well. Here's that brand new black and blue, or the vault, brand new vault. This is what I recommend early on in the series. When do you play a double box break, Brandon? Whenever the series is fresh and you can double up with a lot of options.
Or every time.
But specifically in here, look at the NFC East. Eli Manning, Michael Irvin, Roger Staubach, Saquon Barkley.
Yep.
4 awesome headliners in the East. That's the NFC East. How about the AFC East? Tom Brady, camo, authentic, $2,700 retail value. Salute to Service Authentic, the new Salute to Service Authentic. Man, that is nice. That is the best quarterback ever. The most expensive autograph in the game. Whether it's the single or the double, that's a $2,700 helmet. All boxes available. Brady could come out in the very first box. It is very, very possible. His tight end, Rob Gronkowski, one of the best tight ends ever out there as well. Bryce Young, a guy that, give him a little time. Let's see how he does with the better team. Tua, a guy that needed some time. Now he's delivered on that photo. Bo Jackson passing the torch. Jersey, Kelly, and Josh Allen. All the helmets you see are authentic except for Michael Irvin, the one full-size rep as far as the photo headliners. Black and blue. We have the best offensive player from this last season, Christian McCaffrey, on the Panther lid back in his old days. Now, sometimes black and blue, we put helmets of guys in their old team. So that may actually be a perfect McCaffrey helmet. May just be in there because it's his old team. Tyreek Hill, Dan Marino, 2 of the best offensive players of all time. 2 fantastic Dolphins out there in the AFC East. We got Primetime, Brian Dawkins, Hall of Fame defensive stars. In my opinion, the best running back, Barry Sanders. The 2 best Lions of all time, Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders in here. We got Brett Favre still out there, Terry Bradshaw. Some big names in this black and blue. A lot of great secondary headliners. We have, with the secondary headliners, a 17 and 29 chance at that one. Diamond single, 7 to go. Vault single, 8 to go. Again, guys, $82. You can get a Tom Brady for $82 or this incredible Rob Gronkowski Speed Flex. That bad boy looks clean. The custom Buccaneer Flex. The Michael Irvin with the clouds on the full-size rep for Dallas. And a full-size authentic Michigan Wolverine. That is the former Heisman Trophy winner, Charles Woodson. With the dollar signs, dollar bills, y'all.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Let's go. Minis are 2 to go. A lot of good headliners left in here. 4th all-time in receiving touchdowns, Chris Carter. One of the best dual-threat backs, Bijan Robinson. O.J. Simpson, Pro and College Football Hall of Famer, MVP, Heisman Trophy winner. Sam Laporta, you can double up with Laporta and Chris Carter in the NFC North. And one of the best tight ends in football, Trayvon Diggs, one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys certainly missed him in that playoff game against the Packers, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
And then Super Bowl winner ×4, Terry Bradshaw still out there in those minis. Jerseys are 1 to go. This is coming up. Only 1 headliner gone, Randall Cunningham. We got my boy, Mizzou made, Kansas City Chiefs star, Super Bowl champion, ×2, Nick Bolton. A.J. Brown, top 5 receiver right now. Hall of Fame cornerback Ty Law. It's not Taylor Swift, it's DeAndre Swift on that Eagle jersey. Ricky Williams, how about a 4-time Super Bowl champ, Joe Montana, Hines Ward, Jay Jettas, top 2 receiver in the league right now, and then Lawrence Taylor still left in the jerseys. So my recommendation right now, Brandon, if I could pick one series to key in on, it would be the Vault. It's a brand new series. All the headliners are out there, and this could be by far the best bang for your buck should you get the Tom Brady. There is not a single item in the break room that is even close to $2,700. That's the one to get. 5 to go in that vault double. Let's get that knocked out. Vault single still wide open. So 1 each in the jerseys and the minis. Knocking on that door of some breaks. Don't worry, I'm here, says Austin Rourke. I was really worried, Austin. I was on the verge of a panic attack, but thankfully that's okay. Austin's here. The show must go on.
I did say in between shows, man, I really wish that this Austin kid was here.
He shows up again
in between shows.
Yeah. Now he's a Steeler fan. I imagine you can appreciate Terry Bradshaw out there in the black and blue and the mini helmets. Not to mention Hines Ward in the jersey. So there is plenty of good Steeler items here in the UA Live break room.
Good, because we're about to see a jersey here in a second.
So missed what headliners left in the minis, says Jason. So Jason, O.J. Simpson, Chris Carter, Sam Laporta, Terry Bradshaw, Bijan Robinson, Trayvon Diggs, and then secondary headliners Joe Theismann, CJ 2K, and Tim Hasselback. So, yeah, I did hear that, William. We actually did address it off the top of the show. Shots fired, and now we're seeing, this one is new to me. If this is in fact true, 1 killed at the Chiefs Super Bowl celebration, says William. That is horrific. Horrific to hear. Definitely not good news. Thoughts, prayers, all the above. They don't really, in situations like this, they're not enough. But, I don't want to get too far into that, but obviously a really tragic situation, no doubt.
Yeah.
Nick was watching that. William can't do anything anymore. Yeah, that is unfortunate. What is fortunate, you said the jersey break is ready?
It is.
Leighton Jones, Timothy Manning, Keyshawn Darnell, Travis Heimlich, and James Stanhope in here for the jersey single. First break, first of many on this program. Do like these jerseys. So go ahead and put this in the chat. Jersey single number 1. Go ahead and drop me a box number. So, Timothy Manning, Peyton Manning's long-lost cousin in here. Okay. What up, Timothy? Darnell, what's up, Keyshawn Darnell? He wants box 3. I think Keyshawn is right this time. Because last night he kept calling out box numbers. I'm like, Keyshawn, that's not on the ticker, my man. But he got this one. Good job, Keyshawn! Shout out to Keyshawn, baby. Box 3 works, man, for the jerseys. You probably were not here for Sammy Joseph. He was a really fun guy. He could never figure out the ticker. But it's on the bottom there, guys. Not at work yet, haha. That was the problem, by the way. Keyshawn was working last night. Working and breaking is tough. Now during the afternoon show, we can actually look at the ticker. Makes it a little bit easier for him. I love to hear it, man. That's what's great. You can watch us on, your phone. You can watch us on your computer. You can put us on the big screen. You can play breaks while working or play breaks at the end of the day. You can play breaks all day. That is 12, 3, and 6 p.m. Cicero Joe says, Sammy was always drinking and breaking. He was, actually. He did do that quite a bit. Love Sammy Joseph. He is such a great human being. Miss him deeply in the breaks, but he did actually do that on multiple occasions. Now, I would say this, between drinking and driving and drinking and breaking, I think drinking and breaking is considerably better, Brandon. I would say.
I would agree.
Considerably better. So why does Bobby Bones keep winning? Bobby Bones? Who's Bobby Bones? Leighton T. Jones? I don't know who Bobby Bones is. In this break room, I don't know. Keyshawn Darnell up top. Keyshawn's got the NFC North. We got Timothy Manning, NFC South. Keyshawn, NFC East. Leighton, you've got the NFC West here. Looking at my Excel sheet, James Stanhope, AFC North. We got Keyshawn, AFC South. Timothy, AFC East. And Travis in the AFC West. Box 3 of 35 in over the middle jerseys. This is probably one of the guys this is named after. The namesake of the series. One of the best linebackers in the game. You meet this guy over the middle, you're sitting on the ground. Fred Warner, multi-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro, tied for the Super Bowl lead in tackles with 13 with Nick Bolton, who's also in this series, by the way, considered by some, including, get this one, Brandon, Mike Singletary as the best linebacker in the National Football League. It's Bobby Jones, Leighton T. Jones. Why does he keep winning? I don't know, Brandon. But he's got the Fred Warner, man. Very nice hit on the custom Niner 49er.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
Excuses gang now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what. The 49ers, if there's one guy that you can't blame for the Super Bowl loss, it's him. Because he was probably the best guy on the football field for San Fran in that Super Bowl. McCaffrey was good, but he had the fumble. You know, his yards per carry a little bit lower. This guy was the guy on that Niner defense that delivered, Fred Warner.
Yeah. I mean, look, I really don't blame anybody for the 49ers. I just think it was a great game between two great teams, and somebody had to lose, and this time it just happened to be the 49ers. Nobody happier than Cowboy fans.
Well, Chief fans might be a little bit happier.
I think Cowboy fans are happier. It's like Bears fans. We're happier when the Packers lose in the Super Bowl than we are when the Bears win.
Isn't that sad?
Game.
That's kind of sad. But anyway, Fred Warner, it's kind of funny because, you know, I'm a Chief fan, obviously. Colin Rudisil was with me betting on the Chiefs and cheering for the Chiefs because he's got a thing against the Niners because he's an Eagle fan. That's a nice little bitter rivalry in recent years. So, yeah, I even had Colin with me in the Super Bowl.
Me and Colin are going to have words.
Okay.
None of this two team. Like, you get one team.
Well, he's an Eagle fan. I think that's his one. Although he has fan bases across the board in all the different sports organizations. But I don't know. I'm a two-team guy. I'm okay with that. You can have as many teams as you want. But that's just my personal take.
He was destroying my Justin Fields lid in between the show.
He was. Look for that on the Ultimate Autographs social media pages. Taylor Jones says, heck yeah, let's go, Taylor. You got the W. I guess if your name is Taylor, you're winning with Travis Kelce, winning at the Grammys, and winning in the break room. That's how we do here at UA.
Yeah.
Good job. We have a mini break coming up, huh?
We do.
All right, minis are next. Mini double on the way. Well, do we have the Tua lid?
I put it away already.
Oh! That's the one I wanted to leave up on the screen for these guys.
Oh, I thought you only... Yeah,
Jeffrey Greco, I'm going to do this for you, Jeffrey.
Everybody runs it.
If you can get me 3 other people that want a jersey double, because I always want to make this for the customers, make it easy for them. But last night, the jerseys were moving on fire. We put up a double. They slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
So if Jeffrey can get 3 other guys in the chat that want a jersey double, we're putting it up. If 4 guys are in, jersey double going up immediately. Jeffrey's 1. If we get 3 others, we'll put that up for you guys. I just want to make sure that we surveyed the room as a whole, because sometimes people like the jersey single for the $26 buy-in.
Yeah.
My thought, if you buy into a jersey double for $52, you might as well get the 87 and the diamonds.
Diamond. Yeah.
Darnell's down for a double, so need 2 more guys. We'll put up a jersey double for you guys. Let's do 2 and 27 in the minis. This is the hit of the early show. Mr. Tua on the beautiful 305 Authentic. Let's do 2 and 27.
2 and 27.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
The captain. Alright, so mini double box break on the way.
And the Vlad Guerrero box.
I'll tell you what, Brandon, I'm feeling generous.
Uh-oh.
Between now and 4 o'clock, any diamond or vault break that happens between now and 4 p.m., we will throw you guys into your own separate wheel spin. So that could be a diamond single, 1 wheel spin right away, a vault single, a vault double. The best breaks in the room by far, the diamonds in the vault. You can guys get in there. You got a free wheel spin immediately. If we do 4 diamonds, it'll be 4 wheel spins between now and 4 p.m.
Here we go. Let's
so
do
that
it.
is 34 minutes if you guys are interested. What's up, Gear Prophet? He wants 2 things in life. Anthony Luigi. He wants a Bo Jackson and a Barry Sanders. I got great news for him. There's a Bo Jackson in the diamonds. There's a Barry Sanders in the vault on a Speed Flex, and there's a Barry Sanders Flash Authentic in the black and blue.
Bo Jackson in the vault too.
Bo Jackson also in the vault. So Diamonds vault, black and blue. It's got your name written all over it, Mr. Luigi.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tom Farkas. I do have him on speed dial. I will definitely thank him. Farky Fark in the chat.
Why do you guys call him Luigi?
That's his nickname for a while back. So his name is Anthony Luigi, but he changed his username to Anthony Luigi.
Okay.
So he used to come through on Shopify as Anthony Luigi. Okay. So that's why we call him
as.
as.
It was pronounced Liucci.
Yeah, no, it's Luigi.
It's Luigi.
So Tom Farkas, though, has a personal request, has commented, I would like you to please personally thank Patty Mahomes for winning the Super Bowl. I'll let him know. Patrick, I'm texting him right now. Patrick, congrats on the Super Bowl from my guy, Tommy Farkas.
You probably already congratulated him when you sent him that
Valentine's
card.
Yeah, Valentine's Day card.
Yeah.
With love. What we do in life echoes in eternity. Luigi, says the Gear Prophet. He is a man of eternity, no doubt. Adam Hoffman, James Stanhope, Travis Heimlich, John Sutter, Kenneth Arnold. Yeah, we saw that, David, earlier. We're talking about it earlier. That is absolutely horrible. David says 10 people were shot today at the KC Super Bowl parade. It's ridiculous. Do hate to see it. But on better news, let's see some good stuff. Some good news in the world. Let's do some
Were they holding
mini
the parade
helmets.
in Chicago?
No.
Oh.
It was in Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Crazy
That's
world.
usually Chicago news.
Yeah, it is crazy world, no doubt, David. We do live in a crazy world. This is why I like the break room so much, though, because we get to have fun. We talk about sports. We talk about life. We open up autograph memorabilia, and we kind of get away from this crazy world, right? This is sort of a release, so to speak.
Agreed.
It's definitely a lot better. And I come from local television, and during the pandemic, they had me doing news reporting because there was no sports going on. I was like, oh my God, this is awful. Yeah. Please send me back to sports. Yes. That's what makes the world so much more fun. So, John, NFC North, Travis, NFC South, Kenneth, NFC East, Adam, NFC West, AFC North, James, AFC South, Adam, AFC East, and Adam in the AFC West in our mini double box break. As I always say, double the boxes, double the fun here in the UA live break room.
We are on our world news segment at school, and they said if you feel like there's too much bad stuff that you're doing your segments on, and it's messing with your mental health, let us know, and we'll give you something more fun to do. I said for the next 3 weeks, my mental health, I'm feeling like I said I'm gonna need something different every day. Can I do sports?
Yes, right on.
Yeah.
Box 2 coming up, 2 of 30. Yeah, I'm one of those guys that wants the good news. I'd rather see the puppy story on my screen about, dogs getting adopted than see about a local shooting. It's just not my style. We got ourselves a nice mini helmet here. The Green Bay Packer Flash Mini. Former NFL leader in receiving yards, Antonio Freeman. Super Bowl champion as well with Brett Favre. That's the NFC North. That is box number mojo. John Sutter with the Freeman. Very, very nice, John. That is fantastic. Here we go, says Travis. Let's see that Falcon headliner Robinson. Bijan Robinson, one of the best young talents in the league. The Falcons have gotten rid of their coach. Let's see if they get him the ball a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
So good job there on Freeman, though, John. I do got to say this as a Bear fan. You'll probably hate this, but the Packer Flash is clean. It is very, very clean, no doubt.
I say that quite a bit for Packers fans. It's as a Bears fan, the Packer gear is pretty nice.
It's good. You can't deny it. Antonio Freeman was one of Favre's OG guys. Had that famous catch on Monday Night Football. When I think of him, I think of that catch. The ball juggling around, gets that walk-off winner. Back when Monday Night Football was an ABC football. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Monday Night Football on ABC. So it looks like a vault double is ready to go.
What was Freeman's first?
Antonio.
That's what I thought.
Antonio. It's not Antonio Banderas, it's Antonio Freeman.
For some reason, I was thinking it was something like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. 27 is next, the second box in the double box mini helmets. One of my favorite looking autographs in the game. Former Pro Bowl quarterback for the Browns, Bernie Kosar. It's a salute to service, and his autograph is nice and big.
Yes.
Bigger is better. AFC North, Adam Hoffman. Congrats on Bernie Kosar. And this dude had, you can really tell, like, his autograph on a mini helmet is bigger than some guys' autograph on an authentic helmet.
Yes.
That is pretty cool there on the Brown Salute to Service Mini. America on the back as well. Beckett certified with a QR sticker. A very nice Adam.
McLaughlin has arrived.
That makes sense. Did he get the vault double?
He closed it out.
All right. I've been missing Matthew McLaughlin. They call him the Midday King in the break room.
Midday King.
That's the new nickname. I know David Griffin calls Alex Tellez, our Latino Heat King of the Midday. But even Alex Tellez has said the true king is Matthew McLaughlin in the midday. Now that's his hour. That's when he strikes. And he gets a lot of great memorabilia, to say the least.
Yes.
Good job, Adam, though, on your mini helmet there, sir. 169494. I'm seeing double here on those order numbers. Seeing double. Speaking of double, how about a vault double? And we'll have a wheel spin for these guys immediately after this break. Every vault break, single, double. Every diamond break, single, double. Between now and 4 p.m., we'll have an immediate chase wheel spin. We'll spin that wheel right away for you guys for some bonus gift cards. So Dan Scapetta, William McPherson, Kyle Lorson, Chris Ripka, and Matthew McLaughlin in our vault double box break. So vault double number 1. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. Every box is available. Every headliner is available. We have not yet broken a vault box, and it was one of the things that really made me upset this early show. Whenever we have a series this good and we don't get a break done, my gears are grinding inside, Brandon. I gotta contain myself not to yell. As Taylor Twillman would say, "What are we doing? What are we doing? It's the vault, baby."
Out of 35 boxes, there are only 15 that do not contain a headline.
Exactly. And get this, usually, almost always, the vault keys are not in the secondary headliner boxes. So in all likelihood, we have 15 total headliners counting the listing, plus 5 vault keys. 20 plus 5, 25 and 35.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let me put those vault keys on the ticker as well.
I always consider the vault keys as headliners. Always.
So that's 25 or 35.
Yeah, because you're winning cash back.
Yes, you are. And the item. You don't just get the vault key, you get the item as well.
Item that's in the box as well. I mean, it's phenomenal stuff.
So let me know on those numbers. Who's feeling lucky? We have Matthew, Kyle, Chris, Dan, and William. I'll tell you what, Chris Ripka has most definitely been lucky. He got the 2 best hits in the early show to Andrew Brees, both with 1 spot in those diamonds.
And I'm surprised. Usually Matthew McLaughlin has his numbers on speed dial.
I don't know.
Usually as soon as you drop that message in, Matthew McLaughlin, boom, it pops up right after.
He's ready. What do we think, Matthew? I'll give you guys about 30 seconds here. If there is no box numbers called out, we go to the wheel. Once the wheel is excommunicado. Once the wheel is up, you can no longer call out any box numbers. So let me know, guys. My preference is always to let these guys pick the numbers. Does make it more fun, more interactive. That is always the preference here in the break room. Here we go. A little bit late, but better late than never. He wants the Barry Sanders number, and then he also wants the Michael Jordan number, 20 and 23. Thank you, Mr. McLaughlin.
The numbers in the Chiefs parade shooting have jumped. 1 dead, 14 injured.
Oh, just terrible. Let's get 20 off the ticker, and then 23 as well. Matthew McLaughlin is a lifelong Lions fan. There's a Barry Sanders Salute to Service Speed Flex with the Lion King inscription. Something tells me Matthew might like that one. He'd be okay with that. He would be like, Kamen, I'll take a Barry Sanders Speed Flex. I'll take that off your hands, UA. And you can get it for just $164 in that double box break. It's not bad. Not bad at all, Sir Matthew. Not bad at all. Oh, look at that. He spilled sour cream on the hoodie.
Oh, man.
I always gotta look clean. The sour cream got me.
boy.
Sour cream
always
props.
gets
It'll get you, that sour cream. It is dangerous.
I love sour cream, though.
It is so good. And I was telling my girlfriend, sour cream and baked potato was like a match made in heaven.
Yep.
Fantastic. All right, randomizer going up, guys. We will go 10 clicks here. 10 clicks for our spots. Good luck, everybody. So 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, Matthew's got that NFC North. Looking for Mr. Barry Sanders. Dan Scapetta in the NFC South. That is a pretty good spot, if you ask me. Could be that Gronk flex. Could be the Bryce Young authentic. Matthew McLaughlin, NFC East as well. Matthew's got the NFC West. William McPherson, AFC North. Chris Ripka, AFC South. And arguably the best spot to be AFC East for that sick Tom Brady salute to service authentic. And Kyle Lorson, lastly, you've got the AFC West, Mr. Kyle. So let's see what we got here. Starting with box 23. Then we got box 20 as well in the vault double box break. The MJ box 2-3. Got our first vault key of the show. First vault key. Bonus gift card coming up here with the item. So the vault key is usually in the jerseys and the minis. So I know people are like, well, there's jerseys and minis in here. I was like, yeah, but a lot of times it has the vault key. And it's always a good name. Let's see if that's the case here. Oh, yeah, it's a great name. It's a former Super Bowl champion quarterback, former Pro Bowler. It is Phil Simms on the Retro Giant Mini.
There we go.
That is the NFC East. It is Beckett certified, QR sticker on the back. Congrats to Matthew McLaughlin. So there you go, Matthew. Let me know what vault key you would like. We have A through E on the vault keys. So those are the options. Usually of late, the biggest gift card has been $300, but it does differ sometimes on the biggest gift card amount. The lowest I've ever seen is $50, though. A lot of them are between $100 to $200, but there's often like a $300 one in there.
Yeah.
He wants C. All right, C works.
Matthew McLaughlin always coming in, getting hot in the break room.
Did he get in the black and blue double?
I believe so.
Okay, because I know that looks like that's sold out as well.
It is. I switched screens, so I can't
Yeah,
remember.
that is the Chase wheel spin today. Matthew, in case you missed it earlier, man, I'm offering up a free Chase wheel spin for every vault or diamond break that fills up until 4 p.m. So in the next 21 minutes, if you're looking to buy out vault doubles, diamond singles, vault singles, do it in the next 21 minutes because you get a bonus gift card, potentially if you win with that Chase wheel spin.
It's a box C, right?
Box C. We haven't seen Matthew the last few days, so glad to have him back. Was he in for the Super Bowl series?
I believe so. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I believe so.
A lot happened that day, right?
A lot did happen that day. He is not in the black and blue double, though. Anthony Luigi
Luigi.
and Andrew Hurley.
Well, I know what Luigi wants. He wants the Barry Sanders. That's what he's chasing. He's been looking for that Barry Sanders for about 2 years now.
Yeah. Also, Chris Abrametz, Austin Rourke, and John Sutter in that one as well.
Let's go. Matthew's been on vacay. No problem, Matthew. Like I always say, play when you can. Where'd you go for vacation, man? Hopefully you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I always get jealous of the guys that go on a vacation, you know, in January, February, somewhere nice and warm, and we're here in the cold. Always makes me pretty jealous.
Although I was telling my wife today, you know, the last 2 years I've prepped this the snowblower, and I haven't had to use it in 2 years. But I put fresh gas in.
That's true.
I haven't had to use it in 2 years.
Snowblower probs. $100, Matthew
There we
McLaughlin. St. Lucia's where he went. Hopefully it was nice. Hopefully you had fun, man. $100 gift card coming your way, plus the Phil Simms Giants mini helmet. Extra money. More money, less problems. That's how we say it here in the break room. This next one feels quite a bit heavier than the mini helmet. I'll say that. Think it's going to be authentic. Question is it de-authentic?
Is it the
I mean, arguably there's a lot of these in here, though. Like, Matthew, what would you rather have, Matthew? Great question for you. Would you rather have the Tom Brady, which is obviously, $2,700 retail value, the Barry Sanders Speed Flex Salute to Service, probably about half that in value, but he's a Lion fan. For a collector, that might be better if you're keeping, right? If you're flipping, sure, Brady's better, but if you're a Lion fan, either or. Yeah. Well, he's got the North and the East here. He can get one of those in this one.
Wow.
He says, amen, thanks, gents.
It's a good spot to be in.
Right? Great spot to be in. Here we go. We got ourselves box 20.
Yeah.
Number 20 in box 20. And look at that. This is how I know he's a true fan. He'd rather have the Barry Sanders than the Tom Brady. This man is a true Lion fan. He's been a Lion fan for life, Brandon. This has been a much better year than most for him, for sure. Matthew McLaughlin.
It was a good one. I thought that they were going to do it. I thought they were going to the Super Bowl. Tough when you got a head coach that gambles as much as Dan Campbell does. But
that's how he does it, baby.
I mean, that's what got you there. So
right.
You run with it,
Well, no headliner here. It isn't authentic. We got Willie Roaf with the Hall of Fame 2012 inscription and the all-90s decade team with his nickname, Nasty. It's nasty here in the break room. Willie Roaf. He is considered a top 10 offensive lineman of all time. I always say this story, but Colin and I spent some time looking up the best offensive lineman of all time. We came across a couple multiple sites, and we came to the conclusion that he's considered the 7th best offensive lineman of all time. 11-time Pro Bowler, part of the 1990s and 2000s All-Decade team. If you're the 7th best ever at what you do, you're pretty darn good. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dan Scapetta with the snipe. Nicely done, Dan, in the NFC South. Willie Roaf, Lunar Authentic.
Yeah.
Nice helmet, says Nick Line. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He was a chief, a saint, a big dude, Willie Roaf. But a really good guy.
What does it say on there?
Nasty. That's his nickname. Nasty.
1990s All-Decade as well.
Yeah, 1990s All-Decade and Hall of Fame 2012. Multiple inscriptions add more value. Very, very cool.
He's got your penmanship.
Yeah. It's not the best.
He's got your penmanship.
But it's big, though. I signed big, too. Willie Roaf. I mean, you could read this. You can tell it's Willie.
You could read Willie Roaf. It was just like from
HOF.
Trying to read the All-Decade. And
I like the inscription Nasty. It is pretty nice. As a Barry fan, amen, Matthew. Gear Prophet says number 1 is Larry Allen. I will say, if you look at any rankings, number 1 considered all time, Anthony Munoz. But a Cowboy fan obviously will push for Larry Allen. It makes sense. Larry Allen is one of the best, no doubt. But every single article Colin and I found, all of them, like 8 or 9 of them, unanimously, Anthony Munoz number 1.
Wow.
So okay. I guess I'll trust the articles.
Yeah.
I'll try. It is a little bit harder finding the pancake stats, the sacks given up stats. Yeah. It's not as easy as, defensive line, running back, quarterback, receiver. The stats don't add up as much on the offensive line. So Daniel Kyler says, as a Barry fan, amen, Matthew, right? Right on, man. I get it.
Kansas City Police Department just announced they have 2 suspects in custody in the shooting.
Okay, well, good. Lock them up. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Lock them up. Good job, Danny. Right? So we'll put this Willie Roaf away, and then we have the black and blue double coming up. Chris Abermatz, Austin Rourke, John Sutter, Anthony Luisi, and Andrew Hurley in the black and blue double. Double the boxes, double the fun. Black and blue double, number 1. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. And I'm not angry. I accidentally put the caps lock on. So I'm okay, Brandon.
This is my favorite series in the room.
I know it is.
And
you
so
love this series.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
That Christian McCaffrey. It's interesting to see if there was anything, any little minor nicks or scratch on the helmet.
Yeah.
Or if it's just because it was a Panther.
A Panther on his
Either
new
way,
team.
that's, fantastic.
Yeah, Anthony and Larry both 11-time Pro Bowls. Gear Prophet. This guy, Willie Roaf, also 11-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
So as far as Pro Bowls, he's up there with what are maybe the 2 best ever.
Yep.
Not a bad career for Willie Roaf. John Sutter wants 21, and he wants 33. All right, John. Those should be good. John is definitely one of those guys that believes in box number mojo, because if he can call a number out, he always calls it out, which is my kind of people.
Yes.
Makes the breaks move quicker. Lets you guys be interactive with us. Love when guys call out box numbers. I hate going to that wheel, right?
21 and 33.
A wheel is no fun. 21 and 33 here. So 34 to 43. The Walter Payton sweetness number. I'm going to move the black and blue to the top so our ticker looks okay.
Okay.
So black and blue's going up there, vault, and the keys will be here.
Deion Sanders and Tony Dorsett.
And Deion Sanders is out there in this series. Tony Dorsett could even be a filler hit, believe it or not. How good this one is. So black and blue, actually, it did cut it off on the top there. Well, I thought I was helping us. I made it worse, Brandon.
Oh, boy. What'd you do?
I think it fits better at the bottom. All right, I'll put the black and blue back there, and it'll go there for now.
Here comes that vault chase.
Who got in?
Matthew McLaughlin.
Let's go, Matthew. Come and get that Brady. Come and get that Barry Sanders. Matthew, making moves.
4 spots in the double.
A man on a mission here in the break room, Matthew McLaughlin. So 10 clicks for the black and blue double here. 9 and 10. All right, Austin Rourke. He's back in the break room. He's got the NFC North. Maybe you're looking for probably that Barry Sanders, that Calvin Johnson would definitely be a nice get here in the North. We got Chris Abermatz in the NFC South. Anthony Luizzi in the NFC East. Out there in the NFC West is John Sutter. Andrew Hurley, AFC North. Andrew Hurley, AFC South. Andrew Hurley, AFC East. And Anthony Luizzi in the AFC West. I'm going to move my little break room thing here, the Stream Deck, a little bit closer. I like the Stream Deck. I'm starting to get used to it, Brandon. The Stream Deck, definitely nice.
Yeah, I like the Stream Deck for sure.
You almost forget these are all authentic, because as soon as I felt these, I was like, these are heavy, but this is no mixer here. I like the diamond helmets. The black and blue, 100% authentic. 100% authentic. So 2 boxes coming up. We'll start with 21, then we're doing 33 next. And then, do remind me after this break, let's do that vault wheel spin before we forget for the guys in that vault break. Any vault boxes, any diamond boxes that fill up until 4 p.m., you guys get your own separate wheel spin. Oh my God. This is such a sick helmet. Such a phenomenal lid. We got ourselves one of the best quarterbacks of all time, Brett Favre, on the Southern Miss helmet. This thing is fantastic. NFC North, Austin Rourke. Congrats on Brett Favre, man. That is absolutely sick. So there's a couple blue markings here. The blue spots will tell us what's wrong with it. You can kind of see at the top of the helmet, the non-auto side, a little bit of smudges, Brandon. I'll leave some of these in, but as you see, it just smudged a little bit. It is very minor. You don't really see it when you display this helmet. It's got to be not displayed for it to be shown. Favre, when he retired, had every record. Passing yards, passing touchdowns. Interceptions. That one still stands. He's got the most consecutive games played by a quarterback. To this day, still number 4 all-time in pass yards. Number 4 all-time in passing touchdowns. For number 4, Brett Favre.
He was fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. A great quarterback. The one thing about the Packers, say what you want about them as a Bears fan.
Their quarterbacks are good.
Want, they've gotten the quarterback position right time and time again.
And I think they got it right again.
They've just done it again.
I think they did it again with Jordan Love.
They did. They absolutely did.
Brett Favre, you can tell why John Madden loves Brett Favre. John Madden is obsessed with Brett Favre. It's arguably as bad, if not worse, than Chris Collinsworth with Patrick Mahomes, right?
Yes.
Those are the 2 comparisons, 2 guys that are in love. And you can kind of see why. Because, Favre, some issues off the field even more recently, but on the field, you can tell this guy loved the game. He would run around, jump around after touchdowns, celebrate with his guys. that helps uplift others around him. Really a kid playing the game of football. Brett Favre out there on the field.
The only thing he ever did that I didn't like was when he just fell down to give up the...
Michael Strahan?
Yeah, it would...
Yeah. Because is T.J. Watt the single-handed record holder because of the Strahan fall?
Yeah, if you're a wrestling fan, it reminds you of when Kevin Nash did it for Hulk Hogan back in the old NWO.
Yeah.
Where he just laid down on the mat and let him pin him.
Maybe he just didn't want to get hurt. Who knows? He probably saw what was happening. He wasn't going to get away. But I get you, man. I agree with that. Austin Rourke says, I'll take it. You'll take a headliner, man. That's what you'll take.
Who wouldn't?
Look at the USA, also, like USA colors. Little patriotism on this Southern Miss lid. So a couple small imperfections. There is some scratches on the top. Again, you don't really see it as much on camera. But, this is really good lid. Even with some imperfections, it's Brett Favre.
Absolutely.
On Southern Miss with America on it. It's like a perfect looking helmet on the Favre. So we have one more coming up in the double box break. That was a headliner in the black and blue, but it is still better than a 50% chance at a headliner in the series, counting the listing. It's kind of funny out of Southern Miss. Even the commissioner didn't know how to pronounce his name. On draft day, Brett Favre, or was it something like that? Favre? Was it Favre? Something like that.
All I know is Brett Favre is the only quarterback in the NFL to lose his woman to Ben Stiller.
There's something about Mary. I caught that reference. Such a classic movie. Cameron Diaz.
She's a Niner fan.
Yeah. I don't know.
That was the whole thing. She goes, he's like, well, what about Brett Favre? And she's like, what did I tell you when we first met? I'm a Niner fan. And Brett Favre had some rivalries with the Niners. He did.
We got ourselves, this is nice. One of the best receivers, the most consistent receivers in the league. It is Mike Evans on the Buccaneer Flash Authentic. Chris Abermatz, NFC South. Congrats, Chris, on your Evans lid. Mike Evans, every single season he's played, more than 1,000 receiving yards.
Yes.
Every single year. He's so consistent. Tied for the league lead in receiving touchdowns this last season with the Cheetah, Tyreek Hill. As you know, Tyreek Hill was pretty darn good this year.
And that Bucks flash is nasty.
Oh, God. The burnt orange. And I am kind of struggling here, Brandon. There's no stickers to identify what's wrong with it.
Is it missing a pad?
No, it's got all the pads. Is this a scratch back here? I mean, come on. What is that? Is that it right there? I don't know. Looks to be pretty much a perfect helmet. I don't know if our production team made a mistake or something, but Chris Abermatz, that is as clean as it gets on the Mike Evans Flash Authentic. Love this hit. Love this wide receiver. I know he is a free agent. We're talking about what the Bears need to do. Heck, what the Chiefs need to do. Both of my teams. I'd take this guy on either team.
He's going to end up in the Chiefs.
You think so?
He's going to end up on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs are going to bulk up again.
Yeah.
They're going to go after some big name wide receivers. I wouldn't be surprised if you see names like Calvin Ridley floated around the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Mike Evans. T. Higgins is a free agent this year.
And all those guys you just listed, he's better than the other two guys for me personally.
Yeah, oh yeah. No,
Mike Evans is great. He's a top 10 receiver in the league. And I kind of always say this about him. Like, maybe he's not top 5 consistently, but of all the guys that are top 10, he's always top 10. The top 5 guys go in and out. The last 10 years, probably top 5 overall receiver, Mike Evans.
I would love to see him in a Bears uniform. I have a feeling Mike Evans is going to play with Patrick Mahomes.
He wants to play with the best.
And I hope the Bears end up with one of the other two guys.
Imagine this. He played with Brady, now he plays with Mahomes.
Yeah.
That'd be quite a resume for Mike Evans. Also played with Johnny Manziel and Baker Mayfield. Kind of interesting guys.
He could be a guy, too, a guy that does something like that plays with both players, a receiver like that, of that caliber. At the end of his career, he could be the one that says, hey, look, I'm telling you right now, I play with both of them. This one is better.
Who's better? Exactly, right?
Just,
the old Angel Di Maria played with Messi and Ronaldo. He said Messi's better.
I put a lot of weight into players and
what they think.
As opposed to analysts and what analysts
Yeah, the players know the game best, as we say.
Yep.
Mr. Mike Evans. Now, MVS, who's not nearly as good as Mike Evans, MVS said that he played for the most two talented quarterbacks, Mahomes and Rodgers, and MVS didn't quite put up the same numbers as other guys could with those two. Now, what Marquez Valdez-Scantling does have going for himself, here's a little fun tidbit in UA history. I don't think we still have it, but at least, I think we did at least. He was the first Ultimate Autographs exclusive. He would only do autographs for us, MVS.
Really?
Yeah, it was a little fun fact.
I like it.
So that's why we have a MVS interview or autograph on that helmet over there.
That's awesome.
So he got a touchdown in the Super Bowl, MVS.
There you go.
It was a big one. So Vault Double coming up next. Vault Double. This is the most, biggest break right now for headliners. Jeffrey Greco and Matthew McLaughlin in here with 7 spots. Mr. Matthew. Vault Double number 2. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. And before I forget, let's do the chase wheel spin for that first vault. Because I know I'm going to forget, Brandon.
Yeah, probably. I already forgot. So
Exactly.
That's my memory.
I did promise these guys a free wheel spin for all the vault and diamond breaks that filled up by 4 p.m. Central Time here. All right, 10 times, top name getting a gift card. A wheel spin and a gift card. So it is going to be Matthew McLaughlin. Matthew, no surprises there, had, 4 of the spots?
And won the last one.
So
Matthew,
Matthew,
he had a vault key.
Vault key.
Yeah.
So let me know what number you want to start on, Matthew. Otherwise, we'll start you on 1 for your wheel spin. He's likely to get another wheel spin here with the 7 spots.
Yes.
Maybe.
Could get sniped.
It is dangerous. I have seen before 7 versus 8, and the guy with the 1 gets to Tom Brady. I've also seen back in the day when the company first started, we used to run 10-spot top spot breaks for college, not the 6 conferences. I saw a 1 versus 9 get a Tom Brady Michigan authentic. So, a lot of things I've seen in this break room. He wants to start on 19. All right, 19 works. 19 for the Montana Chiefs number. Oh, come on, get some legs. Oh boy. $3. 99 earlier. $3. You talk about how you're low.
$102 early.
51 average above average. I'm feast or famine. I'm either high or low. Very rarely am I in between.
103 between the two, right?
Yeah. Vault ticker, let me update that. Or was he calling that for the box number? 20 still on the vault. We did, what did we do? 20 and 23. So I took 23 off, not 20. Okay. Just a little bit of bonus money, Matthew. You have another chance. The next one will probably be high, Brandon.
Yeah.
Speaking of Matthew, he is in that vault double, so I need 2 box numbers. Let me know the 2 numbers, Matthew or Jeffrey Greco, for the vault double box break. Unless he was calling 19 for the vault. I think it was for the wheel spin, though. But let me know, Matthew. He wants 19 and 32.
Well, now it was $3.
Yeah, right. I feel bad. Like, is that what he meant? Did he want to start at 19?
19 for the wheel spin.
For the wheel spin. All right. He's a man of his word. He knows how karma works. Taylor Swift will tell you, Brandon. She'll let you know all about karma.
So what are we doing? 19 and what?
19 and 32. For the vault double. I always say this, by the way, guys. Jeffrey Greco, whether you're going up against one person with 7 spots or 7 different people with 1 spot, your odds are the same here in our vault. Feeling heavy,
Get
huh?
ready for some fire.
We are good. I got Tres Pesos, says Matthew McLaughlin. All right, you're welcome, man. Good sport, buddy. I appreciate that. Obviously, the wheel can go either way. I do say this a lot. It's possible that you get, a $100 gift card turns into a $2,000 helmet. But typically, nothing we offer in the break room is worth less than $100. So you'd rather get the headliners over the wheel spins.
Oh, yeah.
That is the truth. Jeffrey's got the AFC North. Matthew, you've got the rest for our second vault double box break. Let's see some headliner action in here, man. Double the boxes, double the fun here at UA. Yeah, both of these feel like they're authentic, Brandon.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
I want to get ready for some fire.
They feel heavy. We're feeling heavy here. Boxes 19 and 32. Let's get some headliners out. Matthew's got that Barry Sanders spot. He's got the Brady spot. AFC North. Do we have an AFC North headliner? I don't think we have a photo headliner. AFC North. I think a Joe Green secondary headliner.
Where's Charles Woodson go?
Charles Woodson, I think, is NFC North, or is it AFC West? Raiders and Packers, whatever the longest tenure is. So I don't think we have an AFC North.
No.
We definitely have an authentic helmet here, though. Is it a headliner? Oh, you best believe it. How about Tom Brady?
Oh, baby.
It's the headliner, Matthew McLaughlin, my man, the salute to service patriot, Tom Brady authentic. I always tell these guys that Brady could come out in the first break, could be the second break. I know last night it was like the third to last break. Tonight it was the second break. It usually evens out. Sometimes in the middle, sometimes in the beginning, sometimes in the end. Last night at the end, figured today would be in the beginning. That is the hit of the show. Matthew McLaughlin says, heck yeah. I know this guy paid a bunch of spots, but this is a $2,700 helmet retail value. Matthew McLaughlin got his money's worth and then some on the Tom Brady.
Yes,
So
sir.
Mahomes is coming. Mahomes is coming. For now, this is the GOAT. He's got 7 rings. He's got the most pass yards, the most passing touchdowns. We have basically 3 Hall of Fame level careers with him. Brady in his 20s, Brady in his 30s, and Brady in his 40s.
Yep.
That's how great this guy was for such a long time. The 6th round pick turned the football GOAT. Go figure, right? Go figure.
Unbelievable. The only thing that would make this break better for Matthew McLaughlin now is if the
Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders is in the next box.
That would be the most ridiculous break maybe ever. Fanatic certified on Brady. The new Salute to Service authentic. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And we pulled Brady last night, by the way, the 1 and 4. So Brady in the break room all the time. He is everywhere.
Gotta take a photo of this, send it to my guy.
Yeah, this is definitely hit of the show. That'll be in the hit video later. Is it going to have some company? 'Cause I think we have another authentic here, Brandon.
Oh, here we go.
And it's a good one. We got ourselves the 2023 number 1 pick inscription, former Heisman Trophy winner, Bryce Young. So this guy is one of the most talented quarterbacks. Had a pretty tough rookie year, although when Adam Thielen is your number 1 receiver and your offensive line is pretty bad, there is... take a pause. Let's see how Bryce Young does year 2, year 3. Definitely a very talented quarterback, no doubt. It is a headliner in the NFC South. He got both of Brady's divisions, the South and the East. Got a Brady, got a Bryce Young. Did some work, Matthew McLaughlin.
Absolutely.
That is awesome.
That Barry's still out there.
Awesome pull. Thanks, Jen, says Matthew. You're very welcome. Congrats on back-to-back quarterback headliners, including the GOAT, Thomas Edward Brady. So, talk about the best quarterbacks of all time. I know in that Super Bowl series you pulled a bunch of them, Manning, Breeze, Mahomes, Brady. And then we come back in the break room 2 days later. Last night I pulled Brady and Mahomes. Today we've pulled Drew Brees. Now we pull Brady. We have Montana in the jerseys. We have Elway in the diamonds. We got ourselves Jim Kelly, Eli Manning, Roger Staubach, Terry Bradshaw in the break room. All these great quarterbacks, past and present, always in the break room. Love this place. This is fantastic. So Oz Taylor says, my first breaks, don't know what's happening if I won or not. Fingers crossed. I think, are you by chance, let's see here. I think is this Leighton T. Jones, maybe? Or Taylor. Taylor who? Maybe it's... I don't know. Let us know your first and last name and your order number, Taylor. We can look you up. So you're very welcome, Matthew McLaughlin, on the polls. And your son, Brady, is the best of the best, says Brandon Combs Jr.
Yeah.
It's tough to argue against that.
I just sent him the photo of it.
Yeah.
He's a big Patriots fan. He loves his Patriots.
That's incredible, man. Incredible hit on Tom Brady. Definitely a good one. Bryce Young as well. I mean, again, I come from, if I could grab that Brady real quick, show this bad boy off. You know, I'm a Peyton Manning fan, and I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. Again, I think Mahomes is going to pass him up, but I come from a Manning background, and even I have to admit, this guy is the GOAT. He is just that good. He did it for that long. A true leader of a football team, leader of men, Tom Brady, 7 championships. We'll see about Mahomes. So this is going to be very interesting. How many can he get?
And on a salute to service.
And a salute to service as well. That is fantastic. So what are we doing next? Let's do the wheel spin for the folks in this break. It is 4:07. The vault and diamond wheel spins are closed. But I mean, look, Matthew McLaughlin, he actually didn't even get the how many most wants. He wants the Barry Sanders Speed Flex.
Yeah.
That is definitely worth the chase, guys. Let's run that back. Our third vault double currently active on the break page.
We have 3 spots to go in the next jersey. We've got 5 spots to go in the next mini. And we've got 3 spots to go in the next single black and blue. And everything else wide open.
So we do have some movement, guys. Let's fill those up. And let's knock out that next set of vaults for sure.
Yeah.
I know a lot of times in this break room when Brady goes, it's kind of like a, buzzkill, but there's so much good stuff left in the vault.
I know.
There's so much good stuff left. So let's go 10 clicks for another wheel spinner and a gift card. 9 and 10. Matthew McLaughlin, you are our winner. Let us know what number you want to start on.
Gets the Brady and money.
And money. And the Bryce Young. I mean, that's what I said, though. He got the 3 on the last wheel spin. Would he rather have gotten 100 and not Tom Brady, or would he rather get $3 and then Tom Brady after?
That's true.
It evens out, Brandon. It always does. The karma in the break room, at least for the guys that are respectful, right? The guys that get upset don't give himself that positive energy. But Matthew McLaughlin, nothing but classy. Didn't hear him whine about the Tres Pesos, and now he's got good things coming his way, man.
Yep.
It does work out that way. It is very, very real karma. So, Matthew, I do always say this too, Brandon. We always spin better starting from 1. I know guys got their custom numbers. Generally speaking, at least personally, I do tend to do better starting on 1.
That's true.
So, Matthew, let us know what number you want. Otherwise, I will start on the aforementioned 1. Tom Brady just coming out in the break room. It's incredible.
I love it.
It's incredible. And a lot of times this happens when it's the early show. It's a little bit slower. Still steady. Never slow, but slower compared to last night. And that's when the big names tend to come out, right? That's when you want to get the names before. Actually, Matthew is a big dog. He got the double. The other guy should have been chasing Brady in the early show before Matthew showed up, right? Yeah. That's the key. All right, Matthew, I'll start you on 1. Spinning that wheel. Big money, Matthew. Okay, not the worst. Again, $27, but...
But the Tom Brady.
I would say the Tom Brady more than pays off for those wheel spins. And the Bryce Young. And I think he won earlier in the vault, too. He got the Phil Simms and the $100 gift card as well. So he's doing just fine for himself this wonderful Wednesday afternoon.
I don't think he's crying.
He's not crying. He's not a 49er fan. He's not crying right now.
Wow.
I love my Niner fans.
Why you had to go there with that?
I'm sorry.
I mean...
I actually... So we
were just talking about staying classy, San Diego.
I know. The 49er fans and I have a pact, Brandon. We made a pact that no matter what happened, no one was going to make any jokes on Monday, but it is Wednesday now. So
that's true.
There has been a little time to mourn the Super Bowl. But a lot of good 49ers in the room. In my opinion, the best 49er of all time, Joe Montana.
Yes.
There are those jerseys, Nick Bolton, 13 tackles in the Super Bowl. Mizzou made. Had a big game. A.J. Brown, Ty Law, DeAndre Swift, Ricky Williams, Hines Ward, Jay Jettas, and Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
Jefferson, I don't know. What do you think, Jefferson or Hill? Who's the best receiver? It's tough, isn't it?
Jefferson.
Jefferson for you?
Jefferson.
Number 1 all time in receiving yards per game, Jay Jettas.
My son actually just messaged me and said he's getting into the jerseys.
Okay.
He's like, I'm getting in the jerseys. I said, all right.
Easy there, comment, says John. I'm just messing, John. John is all class. Love that guy. It is probably, 49er Nation will be back. That's a great football team, and they'll be a great football team for many years.
Yeah.
Speaking of great football teams, the Chiefs were the first repeat team since the Patriots in 03-04. The previous repeat team was the Broncos, I think in 98 and 99, I believe, led by who? John Elway.
John Elway.
Here in the break room on the Flash Authentic. Very, very valuable autograph. And how about the Bo Jackson? You like to salute the service? I'll do you one better. On a Speed Flex. A Speed Flex worth about $300 to $400 more than a normal Authentic. We still got Donovan McNabb on the two-tone lid. Do you remember those soup commercials with McNabb's mom? The chunky noodle soup?
Yep.
Those were legendary.
Yes.
That's my childhood right there. Donovan McNabb. Reggie Wayne. Reggie Wayne is top 10 all-time in receiving yards. So is Marvin Harrison. I'm trying to decide, would they be even better if they didn't have each other to compete against? Or did they help each other get open? I don't know. But either way, they're both fantastic.
Yes.
Julio Jones. He is arguably a top 10 or 15 receiver of all time. We have DK Metcalf, Edgerrin James, and DeAndre Swift as secondary headliners in the Diamonds.
And we have a jersey ready to go.
Jersey's coming up, so real quick, I'll go through these real quick. The Vault, Brady's gone, Bryce Young is gone, everything else remains. Again, all the helmets are authentic, except for Michael Irvin. That is a custom helmet. Black and blue, Marino, Barry Sanders, CMC, Tyreek Hill, Megatron, Terry Bradshaw, Primetime, Weapon X, Brian Dawkins, and Michael Irvin left. We have a Vault single as well. Black and blue single. That's the Chase. That's only 2 to go. Mini double is 5 left. OJ, Chris Carter, Laporta, Bradshaw, Bijan, and Trayvon Diggs out there. And then the jersey break just filled up. Only headliner gone in the jersey so far would be Randall Cunningham. So a lot of great stuff across the break page, guys. So let's do our second jersey break. Jeffrey Greco, Os Greening. Os Taylor, that's your first break? That's got to be Os. First break right here. In the chat. Don't know what's happening. Fingers crossed. You'll learn. 1 in 8 chance to win. Keyshawn Darnell, William Laus, Keyshawn, John Wells. Actually, excuse me. 2 in 8 chance for Oz. He's got 2 spots.
He was in one before. He bought some spots in the Feel the Breeze minis as well.
Okay.
There
we go. Is that Oz? I think that's a guy. I'm not sure. Is that a male or female Oz? I don't know the name Oz. What would that be? I don't know. So let us know if you're a bro or if you're a lady. Either way, good with us. So how about a box number for the jerseys, guys? This has been the hottest break today in the jerseys. No doubt about that. It has been an absolutely fire break. Like you said, black and blue 2 to go. That's coming up. And after that, we're mostly open. So let's get these orders going. Let's keep the show going. Yeah. I would like to be here until 5:55. Otherwise we'll be here till at least 5 no matter what, Brandon. But, I want to have to be to the point where Colin and Steven are fighting us to get out of these chairs. That's the goal.
Too, yeah.
And I think we can take them, personally.
I know we could.
I know we could. Yeah. Steven's mine. I got Steven.
You could probably just sit there and I could take them.
Oh, you can take them yourself. Well, never mind then. I'll just sit here then. I'll keep my hands clean. I'll sit here. Keyshawn Darnell wants 29. Thank you, sir. 29 works in the jerseys. We will do 29.
29.
The LeGarrette Blunt box, as I call it.
I like to call it the John Smoltz or the Keith Folk.
Ooh, going closers on baseball.
Going closer.
Yeah, you are a baseball guy. That is true.
I am a baseball guy.
Well, John Smoltz is also a starter, too. He was a starter, at least.
Yep.
He was great at both roles, Smoltzy.
He was one of the few that have actually been successful at both.
I'll give you one that was good, not as long of a career, hampered by injuries. Not on Smoltz's level, but Kerry Wood was decent at both.
Yeah.
Kerry Wood for the Cubbies, that was my first favorite baseball player, Brandon.
Ryan Dempster.
Another Cubby, yeah, he did both. Very interesting stuff.
You could almost argue Dempster was
Better as a closer.
better as a closer.
He was, I think. He was also a very funny guy, Ryan Dempster. He is awesome personality. John Wells. Oh, would you look at that? John said NFC West, please. Done, John. You've got the West, man. Ask and you shall receive here in the break room. Oz Greening, NFC South. William Louse, NFC East. John Wells, NFC West. Keyshawn Darnell, AFC North and AFC South. Jeffrey Greco, AFC East. And Oz Greening in the AFC West. 29 coming up. 29 of 35. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. You have got to be kidding me here. Dreams do come true in the break room. What's up, John? How about Joe Montana, my man? The best 49er of all time. 4-time Super Bowl champion. 3-time Super Bowl MVP. He's a 2-time league MVP. The only guys in the history of football, Brandon, with 3 Super Bowl championships, 3 or more, and 2 or more league MVPs. Yeah. It goes Brady, Mahomes, Montana. Let's go, John. That is incredible. Now, this guy has been asking for the West and the 49er hits forever. I've never pulled him a 49er. First time ever, for me at least, as the breaker, John Wells.
There you go. He's excited about that. Bang, bang, Niner gang. That's what he wanted.
Right?
Look, you can't go wrong. Greatest quarterback in 49ers history.
Yeah.
4 Super Bowls, 4 rings, one of the greatest of all time.
4-0 in the Super Bowl. We talk about Super Bowl passer rating. Yep. The best Super Bowl passer rating of all time. Yep. He was literally perfect in the Super Bowl, Joe Montana. As close as you can get to perfect, at least.
Yeah.
So, Oz Taylor got the wrong West. I know. But this is beautiful. Joe Montana jersey. He says, bang, bang with a thumbs up. There we go, John Wells. Bang, indeed. As Mike Breen would say, Joe Montana. That is beautiful. Even better, so, Joe Montana is a high-level headliner, period. For a 49er fan, this is like a Brady, like a Mahomes. Yes. It's Joe Montana. Oz Taylor, all classy, says, congrats to the winner. And Ronnie and Sulaco always calls me Kramer. So, says Kramer, is there anything available in the vault? So, Brady got pulled.
Why Kramer?
I don't Cosmo Kramer, Kamen Kramer, similar.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you watch Seinfeld?
Yeah, I love Seinfeld.
Kramer is the best character.
Yes, but, you're a goofball, but I don't know if you're that big of a goofball.
He is kind of next level goofball. So, I don't know. I'll take it. I've been called worse things before than Kramer.
That's true.
So, I've been called Karen a lot. The way my name gets spelled, I've been called Karen before. Kamen.
That's not a name you want to be called.
Yeah. No, it's not. And that was before that was the name to not be called. So, Vault, in all seriousness, Ronnie, we pulled Brady, we pulled Bryce Young, everyone else is out there. So, Tua, Gronk, Bo Jackson, Saquon Barkley, Eli Manning, Charles Woodson, Roger Staubach, Edgerrin James, Michael Irvin, the Jim Kelly, Josh Allen dual sign jersey, and the Barry Sanders Speed Flex still out there in that vault. Thanks, Kamen, with the COMMON written right there for Ronnie. Ronnie just got out of bed right now. Ronnie just got out of bed. He's eating chalupas, sitting at the hot tub, and watching breaks. He's got us in his earpiece. He's very fancy, Ronnie and Sulaco. Now, word on the street is Ronnie and Sulaco did quite well with his Super Bowl bets. That's the word on the street, Brandon.
Really?
He was very, very heavy on the Chiefs.
He was better than me. I was 0 for 11.
Yeah,
really rough.
it was
Super
really
Bowl with
good.
the gambling.
Oz Taylor says, I'd be happy with the Barry Sanders Speed Flex, please. Are you in that break, Oz? The vault? We have a single and a double, $82.
He's in the black and blue single, which just closed out. And
Okay, that has a flash Barry Sanders, which isn't bad either. Have you heard the rumor about Ronnie and Sulaco this year?
I have not.
There's a rumor going around that O.J. Simpson will be attending Ronnie and Sulaco's Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay.
That is the rumor out there for Ronnie and Sulaco.
Right.
And OJ's carving the turkey. That's what we've been told. So that's what we're led to believe.
All right.
That is the big rumor out there about Ronnie and Sulaco.
Just don't turn around
Yes.
when he's carving the turkey.
Ronnie.
Don't turn around, Johnny. You will. You will.
Ronnie always likes to pretend that I'm in the bathtub watching the breaks whenever I comment when I'm not here.
Okay.
But there was one time he also says I'm in the bathroom, and there was one time he caught me. I was actually in the bathroom. I was like, well, I tell you what, Ronnie, you're right. You are right. Black and blue coming up, the single box break. These are all authentic, slight imperfections, but pretty clean overall for the black and blue.
My favorite series as a collector, right?
You love it?
I do.
It is. And Robbie loves it too. I don't know what it is with the new guys, the Marines, but you guys are both black and blue obsessed.
Yeah, we like things that are a little damaged.
Yeah. I guess it makes sense.
You know,
I guess it makes sense.
It's a Marine thing, you know?
Yeah.
We're partial to things that are slightly damaged.
So, Oz says, I don't know how this works. So real quick, Oz Taylor, I just want to show you this real quick. We have the live break page up here. All our series you can buy into are all right here. It is a 1 in 8 chance to win with each spot you buy.
He's in four spots in this black and blue.
He's got a 50% chance in the black and blue. We do have a video up here as well, the live breaks explainer, with more information. But basically, you're getting randomized the division. For example, the NFC North is Bear, Packer, Lion, and Viking names, like the Barry Sanders in the black and blue. So you'll learn, Oz. It's a lot of fun. Breaking boxes is a blast.
Yes. So basically, whatever division you land in, whatever piece of memorabilia we pull out, if it belongs to that division, you win.
Tom Brady, AFC East. Matthew McLaughlin had the AFC East, and he got himself a Tom Brady. Simple as that.
Yes.
So Andrew Hurley, Oz Greening, Sean Blasco, John Sutter, and William Laws. It is a blast if you win, no doubt about that. Black and blue single. I'd like to think we have a fun regardless, but obviously if you win, it is a little bit more fun, right?
Well, yeah.
It does make sense. It does make more sense.
The Super Bowl would have been a lot more fun had I hit any of my bets.
And I hit all my bets, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, see?
You know, it was funny because we had a guy in the chat come in yesterday saying that it was Kyle Disler, big time Chief fan, said that he was running out of scotch by the end of the game. And I had a headache that day, and I don't do well with drinking and headaches, and I was drowning in potato chips instead. Because I had so many of them because I was so nervous. I had to eat something, right? It was tough.
I gotcha.
It is simple enough. Hashtag take my money. Wow, this guy's already embracing the business.
I love it.
I like this guy already. Oz Taylor. Do you have a box number, Oz, John, Sean, or William, or Andrew? So we have numbers scrolling on the ticker. Of course, John Sutter has a box. He wants 20.
Box 20.
20 in the black and blue.
He wants the Barry Sanders box, hoping the Barry Sanders is in there.
Last night we had Drew Bledsoe in box 11. So that does work out sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Now, no matter what, Oz Greening will have a chance for bonus money because he has entered into the Chase Wheel Spin. We'll be doing the Chase Wheel Spin at the end of the show. Black and blue is our chase item of the show here.
Mm-hmm.
So good luck, guys. Andrew, Oz, Sean, John, and William. Good luck, gentlemen, in the black and blue. So 5, 6, it's 10 clicks on the dice roll. So we got Sean Blasco up top in the NFC North, William Laus in the NFC South, Oz Greening NFC East, John Sutter in the NFC West, Andrew's got the AFC North, and Oz has the rest of the AFC. Good luck, good luck, good luck, guys. Let's see that fire in the black and blue. 20 of 45. All of these authentics in the black and blue. Let's see here. Let's see here. Would you look at that? Sean Blasco also wanted 20. So 2 guys wanted 20.
20 it is.
I thought for a second it was another guy, but this is, you'll like this a lot as well. We got ourselves sort of box number mojo because he didn't want that number after all. The Bears' #1 receiver, DJ Moore.
I love those orange lids too.
Love it. The alternate authentic from last season. DJ Moore. You know, I say this all the time, Brandon. You know, I'm not convinced of anything with the Bears' offense. There's always issues everywhere. I never, you know, it takes a lot for you to buy my, you know, confidence. You know why I'm a Chief fan? I love Mahomes. He's so good. As a Bear fan, I'm an absolute skeptic. I don't believe in anything the Bears do, but I believe in this guy.
You know what I call
That's
that?
how good he is.
I call that BTSD, Bears Traumatic Stress Disorder.
Yes, I have that. I have that. On offense, it never works out. This guy is 100% legit. He might be the most talented receiver to ever play for the Bears. Fantastic hit right there, Sean Blasco on the DJ Moore.
I don't see what's...
I don't know what's wrong with it either. I really don't, actually, Brandon, because this is... Did I get in here on accident?
Goodness.
DJ Moore had a phenomenal season. 1,364 receiving yards. Only 5 receivers had more receiving yards than DJ Moore this last season. I don't know, man. It's supposed to be black and blue. Looks pretty clean to me. Nice hit, Sean Blasco.
Unbelievable.
That is a bad beat. Oz, I apologize, Oz. Oh, that's tough.
Oz, I'm going to tell you this, man. I've been in this game for a long time now. And there have been plenty of times where I'm like, man, I can't believe I lost it when I had so many spots. And then once I start winning, you go on a heater, man.
It comes around.
And you just keep going, and you just keep winning. Before you know it, like right now, I've gotten to the point where in my basement, I've got stuff that's just still sitting in boxes, and it's been sitting in boxes for years because I'll never be able to display it all, but I just kept winning. So it's definitely something. When you start, sometimes it's a little cold, sometimes it's really hot, but sometimes it's cold. But when you get hot, man, those heaters are fun.
And I'll give you a perfect example. Daniel Kyler, I'm assuming he's out there in the chat, one of the nicest people in the world, break room regular. He told us, you know, he entered about 20 breaks before he won. He kept losing and losing and losing. He stuck with it, and now he says, I've got a massive collection, so much amazing autograph memorabilia, and he is thrilled with what he's gotten. So it takes a little bit of time sometimes. Stay patient with it if you can. If the wife gets mad at you, though, take a break when you need to. Don't want to make her mad on Valentine's Day, but I promise you, man, this bad boy does come around for sure.
Or you do what I do, and you ask her what her favorite player is, you find something, you win it, and you be like, look, see, honey?
See, this is what happens.
Now, if you ever see me selling a Brian Urlacher helmet online, you know that I'm getting a divorce.
I see.
I'm never allowed to
Another one?
I asked her the other day. She said, third time's the charm, right? I said, yeah, but we have to determine whether it's the third marriage or the third divorce.
Oh, God. Nice. Greg says, when is the next break? Is there more black and blue, or do you just do one of each? There's more. So up until we sell out the series, we keep reposting it. So there is more black and blue. I think there's 26 black and blue left.
Yep.
Plenty more black and blue left. That's why you're on the 6th wife, says Ronnie, right?
That's true.
That's a lot.
I'm not lying, but at least I'm honest. I mean, would you rather have me lie to you, or would you rather have me
I don't like liars.
See, exactly.
Sean Blasco says, thank you, Oz. Be patient. Your time will come. I'm sure we've all been on cold streaks, right? Everybody's been on a cold streak. It happens. You can never always win. Even the Chiefs. The Chiefs won the Super Bowl, Brandon. Yep. They had lost like 5 out of 8 games at one point this season. Yes. Everybody has those days, the cold streaks. Michael Jordan once shot like 4 for 25 in the NBA Finals. Nobody talks about that, but that did happen. I think it was like Game 5 of the Finals in '98. Even MJ had a cold night. So there we go, Sean Blasco. Now, I always feel very conflicted in these breaks because I hate to see guys with, 4 or more spots lose, but I also love to see guys with 1 spot win because sometimes that's all it takes. Success story, Sean Blasco, 1 spot for a DJ Moore authentic.
So my daughter hates losing. My daughter hates being told that she can't do something. So sometimes she used to get to the point where she would just stop trying or not want to go and do a tryout because she wouldn't want to
rejection.
Be told no. So I put this quote on a blanket for her and hung it in her room when she came home one day. And it's the Michael Jordan quote.
Yeah.
And it's where he says, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over in my life, and that is why I succeed."
That's a great quote. One of my favorites. There's a similar one with Wayne Gretzky. You miss every shot you don't take.
Yep.
There's a Michael Scott version of that as well. That one's also fantastic. Just got to keep, plugging along. Your time will come. I mean,
Absolutely.
Look, Tom Brady lost a lot. He wasn't even a, full-time starter until his 3rd year at Michigan.
Yeah.
And now he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Mr. Tom Brady on that 6 salute to service, authentic for the Pats. So let's keep these breaks rolling, guys. Let's keep the party going. It is 4:33. We'll be here till at least 5 o'clock during the early show. If the break room is hot, we can keep going beyond 5 o'clock. We do have a new team at 6 o'clock. Steven and Colin coming in here for the 6 p.m. show. So looking like the jerseys are coming up soon, 4 to go. And I do want to remind these guys about this vault break. Take your L's in the jerseys, the minis, the black and blue with slight imperfections, but take your W's in here, man. This series is nuts. Yeah, Tom Brady is gone, but you know a lot about this break room, Brandon? This is the ultimate psychological test. Because if we put up the same graphic right now and we took the Brady out and they had no idea it was gone, they'd be playing like crazy right now.
Yes.
So, just because Brady is gone, there's a lot of great stuff left. Do another box. Let me have a beginner's mulligan, says Oz Taylor. I wish, Oz. Unfortunately, we get asked that all the time. Once I give it to one new customer, everyone will ask for it. Of late, Brandon, we've been getting like 10 or 15 new guys each show.
Yeah.
This is not somebody breaking out of their basement.
Yeah.
We're a legitimate company. Autograph memorabilia. We have a marketing team. We all have a lot of hard work goes into this. It's not just me out of my mom's basement or you out of your grandpa's basement.
Worth a shot. But Oz, I will tell you, if you are buying spots, definitely make sure you signed up to be a part of our rewards program.
I'll drop it right here.
Our signature club, because for every $1 you spend, you do get rewards points. Eventually, that turns into free spots in the breaks. It turns into
free rep, free mini helmets,
free jerseys, free. Sometimes you get to a certain level and you get a free. What did we do?
Headliner package.
Headliner package.
Yeah,
and
it's
that
not bad.
came with a mini, a jersey, a replica full size, and a diamond full size helmet. So
Oz can't buy any more spots out of money. So come back when you can, Oz. Come back in a week. Come back in 2 weeks. There's never any pressure. I always tell these guys, buy when you can.
Yeah.
But
don't play above your means. But when you can't play, you might as well be a part of that signature rewards club.
You can be part of the signature club, and you can always watch, always chat.
Yeah.
But now you can win here and get your money back pretty quickly in the breaks because you lose a couple times, then you win once. You win a Barry Sanders Speed Flex. All that money you spent.
Tom Brady salute to service.
Yeah, it's coming back to you. Now, salute to service is gone, but the Barry Sanders salute to service Speed Flex very much out there. It's got my favorite inscription probably in the game. My favorite Disney movie as a kid, it's The Lion King.
Okay.
But the real Lion King is not Mufasa. It's not Simba. It's Barry Sanders. He is the best lion splitter of all time. I wish that he had the same team the guys have right now. Because if Barry Sanders, as good as Jahmyr Gibbs is, as good as David Montgomery is, as good as that offensive line is, if they had Barry Sanders on that roster, they're probably winning the whole thing, even over my Chiefs. That's how good he was.
Did you watch the?
I need to watch it. The Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it good?
It was really, really good.
Yeah.
Starts off with a line that'll make Ronnie and Sulaco laugh about Barry Sanders and O.J. Simpson, but
okay.
It's there was a fan who said, I thought that O.J. Simpson would be my most hated NFL player of all time for what he did, but at least he only stabbed 2 people in the back.
Yeah, Barry Sanders stabbed the whole NFL.
Stabbed the whole NFL.
What was special about Barry Sanders was, of that era, Emmitt Smith had a great offensive line. Barry Sanders played on a really bad football team. He was the football team. Yeah. The other team knew that he was going to run. There wasn't a Michael Irvin, a Troy Aikman, a play-action threat. None of that was out there.
Yeah.
He was the Lions team. Everybody knew he was going to run the ball. And he still got 5 yards per carry. You could not stop him. In the open field especially, he could run circles, spin around, go to the left, go to the right, go to the house, Barry Sanders.
And he says basically in that documentary for him, his reason for retiring early, it had nothing to do with the Lions organization. It had more to do with watching a couple of his teammates with CTE and not wanting to have to go through that. And I can't blame the man for that.
No, he made his money, had a great career.
Yeah.
Now, we know Emmitt Smith is the all-time leading rusher, but had Barry Sanders played another 5 or 6 years, he would be the guy.
He'd
be the guy.
Have records nobody could ever touch.
Exactly. Every single year over 1,000 yards rushing, every single year in the Pro Bowl. Guy was incredible.
That's why I respect his decision to leave. I really do respect his decision to leave early because how great he could have been. He could have been the most, highest paid running back of all time. He could have been all of this other stuff. And he's, I want to be there for my kids.
But he still has his health, and we still talk about him being the best running back of all time. Absolutely. And I say that as a Bear fan. I love Walter Payton. You might disagree with me, but I think Barry Sanders for me is my GOAT.
I'm with you.
Yeah, he's that good. Oz, I think your mini break did happen, Field the Breeze. Unfortunately, I regret to inform you didn't win there. It didn't happen.
No, he's in Field the Breeze.
Oh, he's the next one. Okay.
He's got the first 3 spots. Nobody else has hopped into it yet.
Now, that's a double box break. He can get 2 wins with 1 spot.
Yep.
What is Oz's team? Does he have a squad?
Yeah, Oz, who are you representing? How'd you hear about us?
Exactly. Let us know, Oz Taylor. Other headliners left in the vault. We got ourselves, in my opinion, the best Dallas quarterback of all time, Roger Staubach. We got Saquon Barkley. And here's one for Oz. If I'm Oz, I'm considering the vault. I want to make sure on the tenure here real quick, Brandon. This is good to know. I know he's a Packer fan. That's okay.
Oz, you're hurting me, man.
Learned about us from a Facebook ad.
There you go.
Got a lot of good Facebook ads out there.
I like it.
Let me look this up just real quick. Charles Woodson tenure. Because he was a Packer. He was a Raider. He played all over the place. So let's see.
What they say about coulda, woulda, and shoulda, says William Maynor. Didn't.
That sounds like either William Maynor or Bob Boulay would say
William
it.
Maynor.
Yeah. So actually, the Charles Woodson is actually an Oakland hit. The Raiders played longer for the Raiders than the Packers. Okay. But, I mean, that is going to be still... That's not an Oakland helmet or a Las Vegas or Raider helmet. That's a Packer player. So if you're a Packer fan, come and get that Charles Woodson, the Michigan Authentic with the dollar signs.
Can you imagine pairing that up with Brady, that 30 for 30 they have about the tuck rule and everything?
Yeah, that one is really good.
Oh, it's so good.
I have to watch the new one with Charles Woodson, though, in the Heisman race.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Yep.
Randy Moss, Peyton Manning, pretty good list of, players.
I love Charles Woodson. He's one of my favorite players of all time.
Yeah, look at that beautiful lid. The Michigan Authentic with the dollar bills. That's probably the pack item to get right now, Mr. Charles Woodson. We did pull Brett Favre earlier today. We also pulled Antonio Freeman earlier today. So we got some good Packers as well. So respect all the teams, even the Bears, he says. Okay. So Woodson still left, one of the best defensive backs. The double box break is really intriguing, Brandon, because we have Saquon Barkley, Eli Manning, Michael Irvin, Roger Staubach. So all the Dallas and New York fans, come at us.
Yeah.
How about the Rob Gronkowski? Look at this lid. This might be the best helmet currently in the break room. This Rob Gronkowski, that thing is ridiculous. And Gronk without Gronk, Brady does not win that Super Bowl against the Chiefs. I know the score was a blowout, but Gronk set the tone early with a touchdown. Getting his boy Gronk on that team really helped Brady get that 7th ring, which actually meant a lot for his legacy. You think about it, it was the whole Brady versus Belichick thing. Well, Brady got a ring without Belichick. Belichick has not gotten a ring without Brady and likely never will.
Do you see that lid?
Yeah.
It's got Buccaneer, pirate heads on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got all sorts of different things. It's got skulls. It looks like they're spitting fire or blood.
And this is one of those when it comes out in person, we're gonna be like, oh my god, because this again, you can kind of see it a little bit in the graphic, but unless you have us up on the big screen with the HDMI cables, you watch this on your phone, you have no idea what this is. I saw this lid when it came in person, Brandon. It is incredible on the Rob Gronkowski. Wow. Watch that bad boy spin around. So all the headliners are left, except for Brady and Bryce Young.
I quit so I can play.
Right? You wish. You wish in the vault, man. That is one we ought to run back. Black and blue, a lot of good double-up possibilities, including Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders. Another Barry Sanders in here. Michael Irvin and Deion Sanders, former teammates, former Super Bowl champions together. Tyreek Hill and Dan Marino. As good as Tua is, imagine Marino throwing a Tyreek Hill. Shut it down. That would have been a Super Bowl team right there.
Look, Marino was fantastic. He would have never had Tyreek Hill though, because Marino was one of those guys who always wanted to be the highest paid quarterback on his team, and he wouldn't restructure it. That's why guys like Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes are great, is because those guys are willing to restructure their deal.
They know what the legacy is.
To win.
Now,
and it meant more for Marino to make money.
Have you heard the story about how Emmitt Smith wanted to go to the Dolphins, but the Dolphin coach didn't want him because he would, upset the chemistry? Because Smith wanted to win Marino a ring, and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So Dan Marino, the best quarterback never without a ring. We do have Bradshaw with 4 rings. We still got Tyreek Hill, CMC, Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, Brian Dawkins, Michael Irvin. Those Miami lids are sweet. So a lot of good stuff left in that black and blue break. That mini helmet that Oz is in, 5 spots left.
He's also in the next vault single now.
All right, he wants that action. He's not done yet, baby. He ain't done yet. Which makes sense. If I were him, I'm jumping in the vault single for that Charles Woodson. These mini helmets, only the 2nd time ever getting Sam Laporta in the break room.
Yeah.
One of the best young tight ends in the league. You compare that with the Chris Carter, the most underrated receiver of all time. 4th all-time in receiving touchdowns, Chris Carter.
Absolutely.
We got Trayvon Diggs, Terry Bradshaw, Bijan Robinson, O.J. Simpson. Feel the breeze, baby. A lot of goodies in there.
Oz says his wife's going to kill him. Hey, all you got to do, Oz, is take her to the page and show her the page and show her the diamonds and say, I'm just trying to win you some diamonds.
Exactly.
That's all you got to do.
The real diamonds. All the jersey headliners still out there except for the Joe Montana and Randall Cunningham. And the diamond helmets. How about this Bo Jackson salute to service speed flex? One thing I've noticed about this break room, he is probably the most popular, I call it 2nd tier name, which is, it is true because of how good our breaks are. Not to disrespect, Bo Jackson, but with the guys we have in here, like Elway, Breeze, and the diamond helmets, Jim Brown, he's actually a 2nd tier name. Of all the 2nd tier names, Brandon, he is a break room favorite.
And it's the first time the Raiders are in a specialty series.
Yeah.
So those Raider lids, it's such an iconic lid, which is why they're not in a lot of specialty series.
Yeah.
The first time I've ever seen him in a specialty series is in these new salute to service. And then you have Bo Jackson, who, look, we've said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll say it every time I talk about Bo Jackson, would have been a Hall of Famer in both sports had he stayed healthy.
He stayed healthy.
Fantastic.
You look at what he did at Auburn, Heisman Trophy winner, incredible running back. And his NFL career really cut short. Baseball he stayed longer with. I just love all the videos of him breaking bats. Across his legs, across his head, across his body. This guy, in one word, strong. Build Ford tough. We're not talking about the trucks. We're talking about Bo Jackson. That man is an absolute beast. And that AFC West is a hot spot in the double box break. John Elway, Bo Jackson, Max Crosby, all of those lids still out there. Come and get those diamonds. The names in there are ridiculous. The best kind of diamonds. It's not rings. It's not necklaces. It's full-size, authentic helmets.
Absolutely.
Vault is $5 to go. $82 a spot. Minis $5 to go. Jersey $3 to go. So here's what we'll do. It is $4.46. Unless the black and blue is, within 3 to 4 spots, we're knocking off the black and blue wheel spin at $4.55. We'll be here till 5 o'clock, no matter what, Brandon. No matter what happens, at least till 5 o'clock. If we are full on the minis, full on the jerseys, full on the vault by 5 o'clock, we'll break them. If we're like 2 or less spots away, I'll give them a little more time. But realistically, let's get those 3 breaks done by 5 o'clock. I would say for sure the jersey break, 3 left. This one is definitely happening this program. Otherwise, if these don't break during this program, the mini helmets 5 away, the vault 5 away, they happen during tonight's 6 p.m. show. 12, 3, and 6 every single day here at Ultimate Autographs. We never stop breaking boxes. Last night, we're on past midnight. I was breaking last night. I barely got any sleep last night. I had to be here for the early show. It was a crazy, crazy night. More than 6 hours of breaking. These guys kept us busy last night.
Yes.
It was nuts. 69
I watched
boxes.
for a little bit. I was commenting for a little bit, and then I was like, man, these guys are still going.
And you were watching when it was the slow period, actually. Because we started off hot, then we slowed down, then we heated up again.
Yeah.
It was really, really hot. Between like 9 o'clock and 10:30, that 1-4 chase. Tom Brady coming out late in that series. Today coming out early. So there you go. It's a Wednesday tradition, actually. A vault Wednesday tradition. Last week, he was in the second break in the vault. This week in the second break in the vault. So do not hesitate, or you missed out on Tom Brady. Do not hesitate. You missed out on a Barry Sanders Speed Flex, Brandon. Speed Flex.
Yeah.
And this Edgerrin James helmet, it's the alternate authentic. I've never seen this helmet before in my life. One of the best running backs of all time. That bad boy is unique. Look at that thing. What'd you call that? Just the alternate Colts authentic?
No, it's called the Indiana Knights.
Indiana Knights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I like the Tua photo. Bo Jackson in here again. I know it's a jersey, but passing the torch. Jim Kelly to Josh Allen, the 2 best Bills quarterbacks of all time. And I don't know if this is actually controversial or not, but Josh Allen is better than Jim Kelly. He just needs to, play another 6-7 years. He'll take all his records, Josh Allen. I'm a huge Josh Allen fan, and I say this as a Mahomes fan. Josh Allen is probably the second most talented quarterback in the league. Probably the second best quarterback in the league. Although Joe Burrow sometimes makes me think about it, but just a pure overall player. Really, it's Mahomes, and then it's Allen when it comes to the league today.
Right, yeah.
They're both so good. Love both of those guys. My girlfriend's a huge Josh Allen fan because her brother looks like Josh Allen. That's his doppelganger.
He looks just like Josh Allen?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Huh.
I'll have to show you after the show, but it is a uncanny resemblance. So she wants me to get her a Josh Allen jersey, and I told her, you know what? He is the biggest threat to Mahomes. I am not getting you a Josh Allen jersey. You want a Josh Allen jersey, you spend your own money to get a Josh Allen jersey. Now, you could get an autographed Josh Allen with a Jim Kelly for $82. That is actually less than what an authentic licensed jersey goes for on the internet. Unsigned. This is signed. Even on a custom, this is signed and autographed.
Right.
So I know the Josh Allen autographs lately have been give or take around $400 ballpark, just the autograph itself. You add in an authentic, you add in the customization, a jersey with the passing the torch, another autograph on there, that jersey starts to add up.
Yeah.
Because I know I often say the authentics are worth a lot more, but you get 2 autographs and a Josh Allen, this thing is a lot of value all of a sudden.
Especially if you're a Buffalo Bill. I know we got a lot of Buffalo Bills fans in our chat.
Stand up, Darcy, Daniel Kyler, shout out Patrick Woods.
Darcy Standish especially. I mean, that's a piece that a Buffalo Bills fan has to have.
And that's one we've never had in the room before.
Yeah.
Passing the torch, Allen and Jim Kelly jersey. Never had that in the break room. We are going to have some minis and jerseys, looks like. 3 left in the minis, 2 left in the jerseys. Everybody help out our guy Oz here in the break room. He wants to see that mini break. Would you look at who is back in the break room? Larry Rossland. What up, Larry? One of the OGs here at UA. Now, there is 2 customers that are always watching that predate me, Brandon. That's how long they've been here. That is Bob Boulay. You know Bob?
Yep.
Then we have Larry Rossland, who, like Bob, watches every show. Not as active in the chat. Not as active lately in the breaks as he used to be. But he's the OG sniper. The snipe term was invented because of Larry Rossland.
Wow.
It literally came because of this guy. An absolute legend here at Ultimate Autographs. A big-time Bronco fan out there in the cold North Dakota, Larry Rossland. Always watching, usually comments for Bronco stuff, or when I spin a low wheel spin. That's usually when he'll be in the chat.
Yeah.
It's always about the Broncos or me spinning a low wheel spin. So, surprisingly, he was not in earlier when I spun that 3. I don't know. That helmet is a beautiful piece, says Brandon Combs. Yes, sir. We also got a husband and wife in the break room here. James and Valerie Vander East. One of my favorite, parts of the break room is when we got, brothers, husband and wife, cousins, father and son. That's what makes the break room special. All the families that get involved and play together. There is a James and Valerie Vander East rule.
Yes.
If James beats her in the same break they're both in, he sleeps on the couch. That's
What?
the rule. I made that rule.
Oh, okay.
And as far as I know, they follow it, though. That's what they've told me.
Really?
Yes. So very strict rules. You beat your wife in the break room, you sleep on the couch. And then sometimes you take the memorabilia as well. So we'll see what happens if they go mano y mano. Could be a power break.
Hey, you don't want to beat your wife anywhere, but especially in the break room.
No, not in the break room. Definitely that, Brandon. Do not want to see that happen. We keep it clean here at UA.
I got you there, though.
You did get me. He moved the couch to the bedroom, right? That's what he did.
There you go.
I like that, Cicero Joe. That's William Maynard, Cicero Joe.
Yes.
What's up, William? William's had some good ones tonight. He had some good lines today, for sure, William Maynard.
Absolutely.
He's on his A game today. I got that A game coming in here in the break room. So who's knocking out the minis and the jerseys? Those are 2 breaks that I want to see happen this program, Brandon. I don't want to wait around till the 6 p.m. show. Don't want to make these guys wait. Let's knock these 2 out in particular. So here's that jersey break, and I'll drop in the mini break. And the vault is 5 away. We always say this, 3 or less. The breaks fill pretty quickly. More than halfway there. Someone gets in the vault, gets us to 3 left. It'll sell out pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and knock out this black and blue wheel spin, though. I did say we'll do that at 4:55. The black and blue is 8 away on both. So let's knock out the wheel spin. Maybe someone wins a bonus gift card and wants to spend on the breaks, right?
Yeah.
And I think very often, the hit of the show is a discussion. It's not a discussion today. I also think this might be a rare 1 helmet hit video for me. Bryce Young, great hit, great young quarterback. I like him a lot, but you got to pull something insane to be in a video with Brady. Like last night, Mahomes was in a video with Brady. We had a 1 and 4. A bunch of stuff came out. Did an Albert Pujols bat with the machine inscription and a Giannis Antetokounmpo Larry O'Brien trophy.
I love that commercial for Albert Pujols back
Sports
in the day
Center.
ESPN. I'm not the machine, guys.
I'm not the machine.
I'm not the machine. The best one of those, when they were coming out with those, were some good ones, but the best one I think was Big Papi was in there with I believe it was Alex Rodriguez, and they're sitting there talking at the table, and he goes to try on Alex's New York Yankee hat, and Wally, their mascot, is walking by.
Yes.
And just like
Oh my
starts
God.
crying.
Yeah.
And he's like, Wally, it was just a joke.
Ouch.
I love
Ouch,
those.
because he almost went to the Red Sox.
Yeah.
That was funny, man. No doubt. So let's pull up this wheel spin here, guys. We're going to go 10 clicks. Top name getting a gift card. 24 names in here. We did one black and blue single and one black and blue double. Double gets their name in times 2. So the wheel spin adds up. I like the one with LaDainian Tomlinson was really good. So many good ones. They should do more these days. Those were fun. 10 clicks. Chris Abramats. What's up, Chris? Let us know what number you want to start on, Chris. Otherwise, we'll start you on 1 for your wheel spin. Chris Abramats. Abracadabra. So this is going to be either really high or really low. What do you think, Brandon?
I'm going to go mid.
Mid? Okay.
I'm going to go mid. I'm going to say, like I'm going to call 50... You know what? I'm going to call 51 for Dick Butkus.
51 for Dick Butkus. I'm going to call 87 for Travis Kelce.
Okay.
87. Chris wants to start on 4. All right, Chris. One of our Dolphin fans here, Chris Abramats. Makes sense he's in the black and blue with a beautiful Marino out there and a Tyreek Hill out there.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense why he's in that break specifically. Here we go. Starting on 4. Chris Abramats. You were closer than me. How about 35? $35 gift card. That is 35 more dollars than 0. I'll say that. Congrats on the wheel spin, Chris. 35 big ones there for the wheel spin. So refreshing the break page. Still 2 to go in the jerseys. Still 3 left in the mini helmets. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to give them until 5:05. If at 5:05 we're not at least 1 away or full, if this is still 2 away, we're hopping off at 5:05. We'll let Colin and Steven pre-fill that bad boy. You guys got 7 minutes to fill up that break. If we're 1 away, I'll give you a few more minutes. But if we're still 2 away or more on both, hopping off at 5:05. Now's that time, guys, to close up the minis, close up the jerseys, if you want them this show. That's the best case. Why wait around, Brandon? Some of you guys got dinner to do, early dinner plans. Let's get it done now. In the off chance, though, you do want to wait around, we're back at 6. That's another option for you guys as well.
There you go.
I think I always notice that the 6 p.m. show really heats up around 8 or 9 o'clock. I would love for it to be hot at 6, but sometimes guys have a dinner break at 6, then they really come to party 7, 8, 9 o'clock here in our break room.
Okay.
So we'll see. 2 left though, $26 a spot in the jerseys. 3 left, $47 a spot in the mini helmets. Those are our 2 close breaks. The vault is our 3rd closest, 5 left. Still the break I recommend even without the Brady out there, man. Barry Sanders flex, that Charles Woodson helmet, Rob Gronkowski helmet. Some incredible stuff in there.
Yeah.
The Eli Manning autograph, too. Look at how nice Eli's autograph is. This guy is the Brady Slayer. He is incredible on that autograph. And any people that argue Eli Manning in the Hall of Fame, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
No question.
Eli's the only person that's beaten Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
I mean,
And he was really big time in those playoff runs for the Giants. It's not like he just sat there and let his defense do everything. He made some big plays.
those teams were 9-7 and 10-6.
Exactly.
Those years that they won.
Mario Manningham down the sideline.
Yep.
That was one of the best passes in NFL history. David Tyree escaping and throwing it up.
Yep.
This man was a
helmet
playmaker.
catch.
The helmet catch. Eli Manning. So a lot of connections here for sure. Need that supper break. Wife didn't seem too excited about her Mike Evans helmet. Valentine's gift. Come on. It's red. It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Look, Chris, I'm sure your wife is wonderful. I'm sure she's great. That gift is great, Chris's wife. If you're listening, appreciate Mike Evans. The only guy in the NFL with as many receiving touchdowns is Tyreek Hill. Mike Evans.
It's more valuable than anything that you would have gotten in flowers or candy.
Yes. And even if we're talking like high-end jewelry, okay, but A lot of folks get the cheap jewelry, Brandon. You know, the $50 jewelry, the $100 jewelry, the $200 jewelry. It's way more valuable than that as well. Unless we're talking about, like, you know, a heavy, expensive, you know, $1,000, $2,000 ring or something. The Evans helmet is worth more than any of that. Chris, any chance you want to trade that DJ Moore for the Evans Flash, says Sean. Does she like orange better, Chris? That's the question from Sean. Like true orange, not burnt orange, right? Man, that's a great Valentine's Day gift. But I guess we're football people, so I don't know. Look at that. Minis and jerseys are sold out.
Greening.
He's like, I don't want to wait around. I want my breaks. He wants breaks. Can you blame him?
I cannot.
So which one closed first? The minis?
The minis.
The minis closed first. I feel like we're going to get this guy a win. Does he have all the spots or most of them?
He's got most of them. Larry Roslin and Valerie Vanderes are in there as well.
All right, Val in there as well. So sounds good, Oz. Let's run that mini double box break first. So mini double, and these are the last two breaks of the show. Unless we are, you know, full on the vault or super close. So mini double, drop me 2 box numbers. Chris Abermatt says, sorry, no, we'll have to keep the Evans. Think of it this way, Chris. If she doesn't like the Mike Evans Valentine's Day gift, you keep it yourself.
That's true.
So good for you. It's a win for you, man.
That's very true.
So Oz, Larry, Valerie, and Oz in here for the minis. Sean says, no worries. Thanks, bud. So 2 box numbers in our mini break. Looks like we have 3 through 4, 6 through 7, 9 to 15, 17, 19, 22 to 26, 28, and 29. I love it. She doesn't share in it. LOL. What's up, Dom?
What's up, guys?
We got a new setup here. So you'll like the new setup?
Double decker.
A double decker. You'll be nice. None of your body will be blocked.
Ooh,
So this will look.
It's good for a little man.
You'll look good on
The problem's
camera.
gonna be if anything lands, like you're not gonna be able to reach the top of the screen. To, like,
Oh, come on, Brandon. Boo, Brandon.
Boo, where's the
Be
tomatoes?
nice to Dom.
Throw the tomatoes.
Boo. Let's do 7 for Oz. One more number, Oz. One more number in the mini double box break. Oz Taylor. So the minis are 2. So 22 from Oz. Feeling 22. That's a Taylor Swift song, Brandon. Feeling 22, baby.
Here we go.
I just like messing, man. It's just funny. I like instigating things. I feel like Robbie and I on Mondays are going to be a funny group. Robbie's doing Monday nights now.
Oh.
Because Steven's doing the other stream. So him and Steven swap their shifts on Mondays.
So you get Robbie on Mondays.
Yes, as the producer. So,
All right.
Robbie Lopez.
I like it.
Yeah. I get to work with, I like working with you and everyone else because I like working with everyone on staff, right? It's good to see some different people here in the break room.
Right.
So 10 clicks, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, well, how does that relate? Brandon Combs Jr. says, my dad said it was my fault that the Chiefs won the Super Bowl because I was wearing a Hunter Henry jersey.
Because 8 and 5 equals 13. Hunter Henry's number 85.
Okay, that makes sense. I used to actually cover Hunter Henry when I worked in Arkansas. A former Arkansas Razorback tight end.
Yep.
Guy was a fantastic player then, still a good player now. He's actually the best player on the Patriots offense, which is part of the problem. But he's good. He is good. Oz Greening up top in the NFC North and the NFC South. Valerie Vander East, NFC East. Oz, NFC West, AFC North and South. Larry, AFC East, and Oz in the AFC West. Double the boxes, double the fun. 7 and 22 on the way. It's getting cold. Feel the breeze, baby. Let's feel the breeze. You know, sometimes you just got to start your break room career with the W. I just want to make sure his current team here. Just want to make sure. Yeah, he's actually a free agent right now, I think. So this is going to be an NFC South hit. The longest tenure for Mark Ingram is with the Saints. Oz Greening, score a W, baby.
Attaboy.
Roll Tide, Mark Ingram.
What'd I tell ya?
Heisman Trophy winner, Mark Ingram. 3-time Pro Bowler in the NFL. His NFL rushing average, 4.5 yards a pop. Very efficient runner. It's the Bama lid. It is Oz. He says, yay! What's up, Oz?
Here we go, Oz.
Mark Ingram, baby. That's how we do in the break
Bama
room.
lid, too.
Yeah,
I
iconic
know
lid.
Bama's your college team, but that's a great college team to have on a lid.
Beckett certified right there on the Mark Ingram. One of my favorite pictures ever is Mark Ingram and Derrick Henry next to each other. Derrick Henry is so much bigger. But Mark Ingram was still so good, even without not being so big.
Yep.
So take a W, even if it's from Bama. I'm a diehard Buckeye fan, LOL. Ooh. Oh, so maybe he's got mixed feelings on the Charles Woodson lid. Because here I am teasing the Charles Woodson lid for a Packer fan, but he's a Buckeye fan, and that's a Michigan lid.
Yeah.
So that would have been nice to know, right?
Yeah.
We got a lot of good Buckeyes in the room. C.J. Stroud, your boy Justin Fields. Last night we pulled Jackson Smith and the Jigba. We get Chris Olave. A lot of good Ohio State guys in the breaks.
Oh, absolutely.
No mixed feelings, he says. Woodson's still a beast. Okay, that's a good answer.
There you go.
That's a good answer.
There you go.
That's when you know. Kind of like me, man. I'm a big Bulls fan, Brandon, and I'm not a KU fan, but I can appreciate Kirk Heinrich went to Kansas.
Okay, yeah.
So appreciate Captain Kirk.
As a Notre Dame fan, I'm not a big Ohio State or Michigan fan.
But you won money on Michigan.
Michigan won me a bunch of money.
Yeah, that helps. That helps.
Does help.
All right, we'll put this one away. The Mark Ingram Mini. Oz's first ever win in the break room. You never forget your first win.
Boy.
You never forget it, man. It's always special. The first win is one you never forget.
Never forget your first time.
First time in the break room. The most important first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking
You're
about.
not talking about anything else.
No.
You're talking about the breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly.
Never forget your first time.
Yeah, clearly.
Ever.
Never, ever. Well, how about your second time? It's even better.
Word.
Terry Bradshaw on the Lunar Mini. 4-time Super Bowl champion Terry Bradshaw. Former league MVP, Super Bowl MVP. One of the best quarterbacks of all time. He's a movie star, a TV star on Fox Football. Terry Bradshaw. Let's go Oz, baby.
Oz, what'd I tell you?
Back-to-back
You're
headliners.
cold, but when you're hot, man, you get hot. And you get 2 headliners. You get the original TB12.
The OG.
Terry Bradshaw. Best quarterback in Steelers history. Maybe with Big Ben.
Big Ben.
You know, one in 1A maybe.
Eras are hard to compare, but definitely a legend, Terry Bradshaw. He's also a star in, what's that movie with Matthew McConaughey? Where he lives at home with his parents. I can't remember now what it's called. Failure to Launch.
Yes.
Failure to Launch. So thank you, says Oz. You're welcome, Oz. His 2 favorite teams, by the way, Ohio State and whoever's playing Michigan, he says.
There you go.
That's a good order. Brandon Combs Jr. says I have a number 12 Michigan jersey, but I don't know who it is. Hello, I just have it. Well, actually, Brandon Combs Jr., don't tell him this. Brady was 10 on Michigan.
Oh, yeah, he knows.
Okay, he knows?
He got it because he thought, he got it from his mom. His mom got it for him because she thought Brady was number 12 at Michigan. But
Brady was 10 on Michigan.
It was an epic fail.
Oh, boy. At least it was a good thought, right?
Like my relationship with his mom.
Oh, so this is one of the ex-wives. I see. You misled my son? No. I'm done with you. No. I'm done with you.
Never married that one.
Okay. I got you. Boy. We gotta have a separate podcast to just go into Brandon's love life history. That's a whole nother podcast on itself.
Whole nother podcast.
Jersey single coming up. Jersey single number 3. Go ahead and drop me a box number We got ourselves Jeffrey Greco, William Laus, James Vander East, Oz Greening, and Chris Knowles. It's a long list, says Brandon Combs Jr. Oh boy. Yeah, sounds like it.
We'd have to have a 12, 3, and 7 just for that one.
Yeah, right? And this is likely the last break of the show. If that vault single or something else closes out, we'll definitely break it. I always say likely the last break because, some guys buy out entire breaks. If Nate Alberts comes in here, we could end up being here till 5:55.
Yeah.
If the breaks are not full, though, we're almost full, this is it for the show. Last break of the 3 p.m. show, but the guys are back at 6 o'clock, Steven and Colin.
Absolutely.
So hit me, guys, with the box number. Jeffrey, William, James, Oz, or Chris. I'll give you guys about 30 seconds here. Chris is here, or Oz is here, rather, with 11. All right, Oz. The Dante Culpepper number, 11.
Calling his box.
I mean, that's
He's
what he did.
feeling froggy now.
He did it last time, right?
Yeah.
Imagine had this guy given up. He wouldn't have got two headliners. Julian Edelman, one of the best postseason players of all time.
One of my son's favorite wide receiver. Actually, it is my son's favorite wide receiver of all time.
I thought it was
Julian
Tyreek Hill
Edelman.
or Jettas.
No,
Modern guys?
My younger guy. You gotta keep up with all my kids.
Apparently.
So my 12-year-old.
Apparently.
He's a Jettas and Tyreek fan.
Well, they're both great. All those guys are great. So is Julian Edelman. Gotta respect the legendary receivers.
For sure.
So 10 clicks here, guys, for our jersey break. We got ourselves William Laus up top in the NFC North. James Vander East, NFC South. NFC East, we have Chris Knowles, Jeffrey Greco, NFC West. Oz Greening, AFC North. And Jeffrey Greco, you've got the rest of the AFC. Box 11. Over the middle jersey series. Ooh, this is good. This is real good. You'll love this one, Brandon. Everybody's got to love this one. One of the best linebackers of all time. Chicago Bear legend. It is Dick Butkus. The late, great Dick Butkus. Former Defensive Player of the Year ×2. Multi-time Pro Bowler. He was All-Pro more than half the years he played. A pro and a college football Hall of Famer. Illinois guy through and through. Yep. High school ball, Illinois. College ball, Illinois. NFL ball with the Chicago Bears. That is JSA certified. William Laus. What a snipe right there on Dick Butkus.
I have the white one at home. I love it.
And that's not a headliner? Holy cow.
Yeah.
No, it is a headliner. Excuse me, it is a headliner. Okay. So thankfully that's a headliner. Rightfully so, though, Dick Butkus. Oh, my gosh. So I say this story a lot, but I got to keep saying it because a lot of new guys come through the break room. Dick Butkus, about 2 weeks before he passed away, he was in our studio signing jerseys in this exact chair. Yeah. It was 1 week before we moved in the studio, the new studio. We had this all set up. We were finalizing a couple touches. So we actually signed it on this exact table. We have a picture of it from Annette. So this is pretty
really
cool on the
that,
Butkus.
I was here at the time. Unfortunately, I was not yet. But
yeah,
man, it's a great story. Dick Butkus. Look, if you don't know anything about Dick Butkus, if you don't know who Dick
He's
Butkus
hilarious.
is, just look up the videos. Like the stories about Dick Butkus. Yeah, he was a mean guy on the field, but he was a teddy bear off the field.
Like Mean Joe Green?
But he was just like, he said some of the things, like the things that he would say to refs. My favorite story of Dick Butkus is when he was in a game and a ref said something to him and Butkus is yelling at the ref and he's pointing his finger at the ref and the ref says, Butkus, if you point your finger at me again, I'll bite your head off.
Yeah.
Butkus said, you bite my head off, you have more brains in your stomach than you will in your head.
Exactly. I love that. I was looking this up, by the way, to search just to see if it says Burr Ridge. It doesn't say it on here, but recently we had a Dick Butkus cert that said certified in Burr Ridge. So I wanted to look it up, show these guys. Did not say that time, but it does say witnessed on the cert. Great job there in the NFC North. William Laus for the jerseys. It's Laus-tacular here. That is a very, very nice William. R.I.P. says Brandon Combs Jr. Indeed. Congrats, William, says Oz Taylor. Dick Butkus. This is good enough for I would say the bronze medal for this show, if not the silver. I might even give this the silver. He's a Bear legend. The Tuas from the early show. I know the Bryce Young Authentic is worth more, but I like this Dick Butkus jersey.
Yeah.
I think our hit video is going to be Brady, though. It's going to be just Brady. Yeah, that is a fantastic lid. What do you think?
That's all you need.
Hits of the show, Brandon?
Brady, obviously. Butkus.
Yeah.
And, Bryce Young bronze medal, sure.
It's a very nice lid indeed.
Yeah, the Panthers lids are always.
They're always
Panther
clean.
is awesome.
All of them are nice.
Every single one of their lids is nice.
So, you know what's nice? Winning a Dick Butkus jersey for $26. That is nice.
That's pretty nice.
That's pretty nice for Mr. William.
I paid a lot more than $26 for mine.
Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you did. Pretty much, I don't want to say always, because sometimes there's like double box breaks in the 1 in 4, but pretty much, I can say this with certainty, if you enter a single box break and you win an item with one spot, you're always profiting, no matter what the series is. I know the doubles and the quads and the triples can get a little tricky. Typically in those breaks too, with one spot, you're also profiting, but for sure with any single box break, one spot, big time profits for you guys. So Brady's hit of the show. We do have that beautiful Butkus jersey. The Bryce Young Panther Authentic is also nice. But gotta go Tom Brady, our hit of the show tonight on that sick Salute to Service helmet. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. We did already do the black and blue wheel spin, actually, right?
We did.
I did not take this off, but the black and blue wheel spin did already happen. So we are pretty much wrapping up here. Just going to give a quick scan of the break page, a little quick preview for the guys at 6 p.m. They do have a lot of great stuff to get into. Steven and Colin,
Indeed.
I am kind of jealous of all these great items that are left over for these guys. They'll have a blast. Again, John Elway, Bo Jackson, Max Crosby, McNabb, Reggie Wayne, Julio Jones, all great headliners left in the Diamonds. The Vault, yeah, Brady's gone, whatever. Look at all the other lids. Everything else is left except for Brady and Bryce Young in that Vault series. All the helmets authentic except for Michael Irvin on the full-size rep. Black and blue, bunch of headliners left. Better than a 50% chance. Names like Marino, Barry Sanders, CMC, Calvin Johnson, Tyreek Hill, Deion Sanders, and plenty more in that black and blue. 5 to go in the Vault single, 8 to go in the black and blue single, 8 to go in the mini helmets. OJ, Chris Carter, Laporta, Bijan, Trayvon Diggs still out there, and then 8 to go in the jerseys, everything but Montana and Randall Cunningham. Actually, Montana could easily be for our medal stand as well. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Maybe Montana could be 2 or 3 easily. One of the best quarterbacks of all time.
Right. Yeah.
So,
no, absolutely.
good show.
Very good.
You know, obviously last night was a night show. It was so on fire. 69 boxes last night. You're going to hit a home run very often in the break room. Sometimes a double is always good. Pretty solid double here. A little Mark Grace down the first base line. You'll like that reference, Brandon.
I do.
That's what that show was. Brady and Gronk is all that matters, says Brandon Combs Jr. Okay, Brandon Combs.
God, here we go.
How about Mahomes and Kelsey? I'll have to fight this guy. We'll fight Brandon Combs Jr. But otherwise, really good show. You like Wednesday? Wednesday afternoon, new time for you, right?
I like all days.
All days.
I'll work all 7. If you
All
wanted
7.
me to.
Okay, we'll let you know.
I'm not scared.
Pinch hitter here in the break room, utility man, Brandon Combs. Thank you so much, Brandon, for co-hosting, for producing.
Yeah, absolutely. It was fun.
Getting the orders in, doing a great job as always. Bring it on, Swifty, says Brandon Combs. Let's go!
Swifty.
I'll bring it, baby.
Called you Swifty.
I guess I'll be a Swifty.
I'm giving him a Venmo tonight.
Yeah, right? That's a nice one. Thank you so much, Brandon, for co-hosting, producing, as always. Thank you so much to the customers. Without you guys, this break room is not possible. Another good show today. Shows every single day, 12 p.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m. Central Time. I'll be back tomorrow night at 6 p.m. For the night show. You're back actually on Saturday, right?
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday.
Off this Friday.
Off this Friday. Robbie Lopez in here. So we'll see Brandon on Saturday. You'll see me tomorrow at 6. Steven and Colin tonight at 6. every single day at UA. Have a great night, guys, and we'll see you soon.